What's up, everybody? Back with another video. Shout out to all you guys. TVP, Truth Vibration Podcast. Subscribe to his channel. Mateo, DB, Bend Over, Miss Blink. I got great sleep last night, I got good sleep. The look is just, tired. I'm tired from battling with these demons, not my demons, with the demons, One statement they get true, you gotta battle your demons. You goddamn right. The demons ain't outside, the motherfuckers are in you. They create what you do outside. They inside you. They got that shit backwards. But no, just for me battling these demons, not my demons, the demons, seeing the demons, calling out the demons, slaying the demons. So, sleep is very limited in my birth time. My solar returns. So it's always an increase in energy for me. So there is gonna be no sleep. So I think it was 1 o'clock before I fell asleep. I was up at 4. So that's a good 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a good 3 hours. Then I went back to sleep at like 5, and then I got a text at 5:55 from Shaman Makai. 5:55. Right on, right. I was like, what? Right on cue. 5:55. So I was up from 5:55 till I say about 7, dozed off till 8 o'clock, and here I be. Up ever since, because I can't sleep. Once the sun breaks that her eyes in, once her eyes are in on me, oh man, I'm up, you know. So yeah, you don't need 8 hours. That's bullshit. You just like, you don't need food, you know. I mean, you can fast, but you gotta, there's a lot of misunderstood things, you know. You sleep when you're tired, that's it. If you ain't tired, or your body, you can't force yourself to go to sleep, take, something to make you go to sleep, It was like I tried to reach the young brother that was going through the stuff saying he can't sleep, insomnia and all this and that. It's, man, your brain, okay, your spirit, your soul, your energy is powerful. It might have been around his birthday. I don't know. I wanted to get with him, to talk with him, to let him know where to direct this energy, because it's you. Your body is needing something to feed your soul, mind, right? It's looking to feed it. One of the best way to get tired is when it's calling for information, you feed it the information, where you open yourself up so you can receive it, and then it'll fill that, and then you'll be able to sleep, Powerful shit, man. People don't realize that. That's why back in them times, they understood when these energies were around, they're heightened, they got to sleep alone or in a tomb, To get in tomb, you got to sleep in a tomb. So to tune in the frequencies, you had to get going to a tomb. That's the most powerful connection to the other side. It's complete and utter shut off of this reality. And I've talked about that shit before. It's just your being is completely shut off from this reality, meaning total, complete 100% darkness and total 100% complete no sound, and your entire body encased in it. That's a tomb. And this is where a lot of the highest understandings of knowledge has come from. Not from fucking doing shrooms and doing all these, psychedelics that accelerate to that process, but fuck something up on the way, This is how they really astro projected, astro traveled, tapped into their higher being. They cut themselves off of this reality, right? From darkness and light. They cut themselves off. Darkness, light, and sound. If you're in a tomb and there's no sound, there's no light coming in from the world, your body just go. I mean, there's people that do this right now. These motherfuckers are intelligent than a motherfucker, man. Got all these are spiritual motherfuckers. I gotta share some of the videos. This real spirituality, dropping mega fucking bombs and jewels. Like I said, you got this love and light bullshit, right? Which I'm slinging the motherfucking sword, and I'm gonna keep slinging it till people get it. So, I mean, this is what was understood in the ancient times, man. To disconnect, you got to disconnect from the whole fucking reality. So they created tombs, and they used to sleep. Some motherfuckers didn't come back. They don't tell you that. Some of the motherfuckers, they died. They didn't come the fuck back. All right? They didn't die. They didn't come back. They didn't go back into their body. Whatever else they went to do, became gods, or, became in another dimension. Whatever the fuck happened, they didn't even come back to their goddamn bodies. This shit happened a lot, you know. But these are people who knew and understood, and you know, I mean, a lot. This shit is real, man. And that goes into, you know, the shit I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention call up these demons because, you know, I'll be perpetuating the same shit. You know, I'll be wanting to sit here and show y'all, like, look, this is where this shit coming from. But it's actually a helping and conjure that shit in, you know? And this is how this shit works, man. This society right now, okay, is perpetuating, conjuring, calling, ushering in, whatever fucking word you want to use, this demonic energy. You can't see it. I mean, you can see it. Not like the movies. All this movie shit has fucked people's minds up because it's programmed them and brainwashed them to think that they're going to be looking. And this is a point of a magic. This is trickery. You know? Do you believe in magic? You know? I mean, Hollywood is based upon this shit. Everything is sorcery and magic. And people that 9696 plate. People that claim to be awakened are actually in a deeper sleep under a different spell. They knew this was coming. They knew they had to entrap people, right? Because there's different forms of awakening. Now you can see clearly what they're doing. You know, and I fell into the shit too, saying, I'm awake, I'm awake, I'm awake. Really, we're conjuring up a spirit. All right? We're conjuring up that spirit because wake is a visual, is a ritual. It's energy. Think about it. You go to a wake, right? You go to a wake for what? It's a fucking ritual, man. It's a wake. It's a period in time that somebody is crossing over. So what do you think they've done? They're crossing energies over to this shit through the awakening, right? The great awakening. That's this whole fucking shit, man, that I've been talking about. Like I said, understanding this shit is very hard to put in words because remember, words is spelling is spell casting. This is why it's shit we can't explain. I can't explain it to you. You got to feel it, see it to understand it. You know, people say, oh man, you're crazy, you know, this and that, this and that. All right, whatever. You can't see it. You're dismissing it because you have one of these entities attached to you. There's these demons, right? It's not fucking monsters and shit. It's invisible. It's energy. It embodies people, you, other people. You're attached. They attach to you. You know, shout out to my brother. But he like, yo, I'm riding. You know, because he eating vegan, right? Driving. Boom, something tells him to turn into Wendy's, and he got to say, yo, man, I ain't going to no fucking Wendy's. Because there's some type of entity attached with him, riding with him, feeding this shit to the mind. You know? This is what it is. I mean, this is what's going on. It's just like somebody on drug, man. That drugs are based off of magic and sorcery and alchemy. That drug is calling them to do these drugs, man. They are overtaken by the demon. That's why they look like zombies, demonic. You know, you look in their eyes, their soul is gone. You know? This is what the fuck is going on. You know? So these shits could be attached to you, rocking with you, in your family. That's what I always say. When I'm on here saying check your fucking bed, check your house, check your neighbors, check everything, it's because understanding this shit, man. You know? And by understanding this shit, you can see it everywhere around you. You can feel it. It comes to you. It lets you know. It knows what you are. It knows, you know? I mean, it is crazy, man. That's why, you know, a lot of people with a lot of energy, that people like, oh, over energy. Oh, man, they got so much fucking energy, shit like that. And, you know, they into they're awakened because this is how it works. You awaken out of this spell, okay? And now you're supposed to be going towards enlightening yourself with energy, EN, energy, enlightenment. You know how they use entertainment, right? To tame us, to bring us down, to program us. EN is powerful, man. You know, it's some powerful shit. It's no doubt we already know that the English language is a form of communication that puts us under a spell to control us and keep us perpetuating the spell upon each other. That's facts. You can't even debate that shit. Even in the law knows that. That's why they have a different form of understanding, and it stems from Latin. This is why they stopped teaching Latin, right? I mean, it just is what it is, man. There's a reason why numbers and letters are together. Letters are in order, right? Geometry, you know, they're in order because it's a spell, right? All these spell shit is just, it turned into what it turned into, but magic, alchemy, all this shit, spiritual shit was the connection with the human, with the universe and nature. Spelling and spells and witchcraft sorcery come from nature. They started turning it on each other, going against nature, using it for war, fighting. This is how this shit's all started. And then it went outside of the universe, which is man and the creation around it together as one, right? And it went outside of itself, okay? And this is, and if you look at all the psychopaths, they worship outside. They don't have within. So they're the outside. That shit that they're doing stems way back to when it went off balance. And why do you think these motherfuckers are in control and want to recreate nature? Get rid of the bitch, block the sunlight. You know? Block the sunlight. Fuck up your energy, create 5G. I mean, come on, man. This shit is to disrupt us, get us off, continue us on a spell, control, demonic forces, energy, conjuring in their energies. Their energies are so powerful right now. And us, even the ones that think we're awake, right, are actually conjuring up faster this energy. And we wonder why. Well, we wonder what the fuck's going on. We're wondering, like, what the fuck is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Everybody's like, what's going on? What's going on? This is going on. We're conjuring in these demons, all right? Which is energy, dark energy, the energy that is here to destroy light energy, right? It's off balance. It just is what it is, man. This shit is fucked up. It's powerful shit, man. So this whole awake shit is conjuring. People talking about they're awake. We're awake. Yeah, I'm awakened. You're conjuring in this negative energy that is putting you in a sleep if you don't understand what's going on. And I understood this shit. This is why I don't got any attachments to nothing. I ain't got attachments to shit. If you're attached to me, I'm attached to you forever, right? Unless you detach. Or unless you fuck up the energy and fuck up my energy, then it's a detachment. That's it. You over there, I'm here. I send my love energy, but I'm still in love, and I love right here. I just can't be with that. There's no attachments. All right? They teach attachments. So when people wake up, what happens? They knew this. So they got to send these demonic energies out there, right? I mean, we could name them and shit, but that's calling them. Like the shit that I posted the other day and make the video, I got to take it out of my phone because this shit is powerful, man. These sigils, this energy, this shit is powerful fucking shit, man. And God knows what the fuck they doing with this technology, By us, because remember, this is energy. So you best believe they're using these screens, they're using internets, they're using Wi-Fi, cell towers, all this shit to cross this shit in, It'd be sometimes I'm like, wait, why the fuck did that thought come in my mind? I gotta stop myself. Because we are at a war, spiritual war. People talk about the spiritual war, but don't have a clue what the fuck it is. And remember, let me put my shit up here. Forgot. Let me put my goddamn disclaimer up here. Hold on. Where the fuck's it at? Let me put my shit up here because I don't know no thing. And I am no thing. And I am nobody. I'm just visiting everybody, right? In a body, trying to reach somebody so we can awaken from the body because they have taken it over by being woke, awake. You got to awaken out and come beyond that. And you know what? We need to disband that fucking word. I think things will change, man. We need to go to like light or enlighten, not love and light, not that bullshit, not conjuring up that shit, that evil, twisted shit, that half man, half woman, half animal shit. And it's not the Baphomet, all right? It's not Ba, right? It's not Baphomet. But this shit is powerful, man. Look at yesterday. They're showing us. They had a fucking mass shooting with a fucking transgender, and they're talking all the she used terms. How the fuck is this even possible? They are conjuring in this energy, and people can't even fucking see it. Fuck these news stories, man. We got to get off that shit because we are ushering this shit in. And wonder why we're getting farther apart. We're going to destroy ourselves with their bullshit ass, spell ass language. You know what I mean? It is hard. We got to communicate, but we got to understand what we're doing. We're moving energy. We got to stay in our being. Therefore, our intentions of knowing, of communicating, strikes you, strikes me. We understand what the fuck we're talking about. Somebody could be listening to us. They won't have a fucking clue. That's why people are falling away from each other. People that we rocked out with, brothers, sisters, are falling away because they're still caught in that spell. They don't understand what we're talking about no more. They can't see what we're talking about no more. The shit becomes hate, 1984 style shit. This is what, remember all of a sudden, everybody started beefing. We all had some shit was going on when that motherfucking Joe Biden, hold on, I got to grab something real quick. Give me 1 second. I got to get something. All right. Give me 1 second and I'll come back in. Damn, I have my comments over here. Just give me 1 minute. And then we're going to go back sword slinging.
That makes sense. Hey, yo, cut off. Cook it up.
All right, I'm back. What's good, Blink? I'm back. Blink, TVPRD. Angel Baby, what's good? So, yeah, back to what I was talking about. Kind of lost where I was coming from, but, about, and again, listen, this is my disclaimer. I don't know shit. You ain't got to believe me. You're going to see it at some point in time, what I'm talking about. And more people are seeing it, you know. So, more and more people will see it. When they see it, that's them understanding what's happening and understanding to reawaken and go to enlightenment. Just say, don't use the word I'm awake. Just use, I'm enlightened. Because that path never stops. It never stops. And you ain't never gonna see me stop. I'm never gonna stop. It's always gonna be something different, something new, something, I'm never gonna stop. There is no understanding everything. You can't. It's impossible. It's ever expanding and it's infinite. It's really infinite. What's good, Angel? Good to see you. Shout out to the other Angel, Angel Z, and Bend Over. I mean, so this shit that's going on, man. All this beefing, all this shit going on, and we're just like, oh, how come everybody's awake and everybody's beefing and shit? It's because, man, it's something attached to that, right? It's something attached. It's this demon energy, man. Look into the shit yourself, like demonology, necromantic, sorcery, all that shit, man. Go look into this shit. Look up all these entities, man. Go into India. Go into China. Go into Africa. Look them all up. Cleanse yourself, okay? Don't go in because you might come out with these motherfuckers on you. This shit is when you start looking this shit up, the spirit in you that is not of that is gonna connect all the dots for you, right? It's gonna unravel and it's gonna connect all the dots. It's like numbers. It's gonna start connecting. You like, yo, this is why they're doing this over here, that over here. Even the names, man. Even the fucking names. Like that shit yesterday that happened in Nashville, one of the most liberal fucking cities. And I was just talking about Nashville, Little Rock, fucking what's the other one? What's the other one? Nashville, Little Rock, Louisville. Them motherfuckers got serious fucking demonic energy in them cities, man. Serious. Like up there with Seattle and Portland, right? That's why I love traveling, man, because the minute I get to this bitch, I can feel it. I'm like, yo, my kids can feel it. They're like, yo, this shit just feels different, But like I said, man, we in the matrix. We carry the torch, man. We carry the light. We always gonna sift that shit out. I'm always gonna be able to sniff that out. That's one thing. I don't know how I got the experience, probably from the choices I make of eating, being vegan, that I'm not vegan. I'm vegan, but I ain't no fucking vegan. All right. That shit's got some shit attached to it. That's why I came up here talking about I ain't no fucking vegan no more. I ain't an American no more. All this shit got a spell attached to the shit. And you can see the spell. You can see it. You can understand it. It becomes more clear. It becomes plain as fucking day, man. Shit's plain as day. How we at a spiritual war and don't nobody... Oh, man, my phone getting a little hot. Give me a second. Let me whisk this bitch out the window. It's cold as fucking Rochester. It's snowing. Y'all a road cam. All right, my phone ice cold now. So, what's good, Ocho from the Ocho? Why is a picture of vagina with an eye mashed up? That's a whole nother ball game. That's a late night after dark talk right there. You know, people think the third eye is, in the top and in the top only. They don't understand how deep this shit goes, and they show us right in front of us, right? So, I had to switch it up a little bit because I'm coming with the sword chopping, and whoever gets in the way, fuck it. I don't even give a fuck. I gotta do it. It's my calling. I gotta do it. I've been given the tools to do it. I've been put in the situation for years to see, understand it, feel it. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know, that's a fact. I know and understand what I'm talking about. Maybe I can't give it to you, but you're gonna see it from the shit that I say because I'm in these places, man. I'm in it to see the energies. I done been there. I done been around the angelic beings. It's different, man. I done been in a group, not a motherfucking crowd. All you fucking individualist, fucking self-centered, self-loathing ass, demonic spell motherfuckers. Nah, I'm not with that shit. I'm not with that. Yes, you're a single you're a single universe. That shit is elementary school shit. We know that. All right. But in a time that we're in, okay, we need to be together. Point blank, period. Because the energy multiplies. Dumb motherfuckers with this stupid shit, man. I just can't. It's just ridiculous to me, man. Figure this shit out. I mean, how we talk about energy, we don't understand that energy can be more powerful. Like, what is wrong with people? That's why I said people aren't awake. They're asleep. They're awake, meaning they're crossing over into the darkness and don't even know it, thinking they're perpetuating an awakening, and actually they're perpetuating the darkness coming, and they're going to be a part of it. And them are the ones that's going to give up eventually. And that's why a lot of motherfuckers did give up, because they under the spell. I ain't giving up. I'm leaving this bitch in the light that I'm in. I'm leaving, so it don't matter to me. I'm leaving this bitch out of the body. I don't give a fuck. You can't get me no matter what you do. It ain't even a possibility. It's not happening. Ever, not never. Motherfuckers defend their fucking house and all this other shit. Bitch, I'm defending my motherfucking soul. Fuck out of here. What you mean? Bitch, you ain't taking my soul. Fuck my body. You can do whatever. You can try to do whatever you want. Guess what? I'm leaving in my soul. I got a fight and flight system. And it ain't suppressed like a lot of motherfuckers that's caught in the awakening. Your fucking fight and flight is gone. Seriously disappeared, vanished. I exercise. People exercise their rights. Well, guess what? I exercise my motherfucking energy. That's why you see me in all kinds of shit, doing all kind of shit. Because I'm exercising my energy because I understand it. I'm training. I'm training. I'm out. I'm feeling the energy. I'm in the fucking field. So it is what it is, man. I get that, Angel. You can't. You can't even align with your own body. So you can't align with anybody. That's why this is an understanding that people got to snap out of. I'm not with that dumb shit. We was together. We understand. I'm just not with that. That's what they want you to do. They want you to be alone, single, by yourself, over there somewhere. That's what they want. That's what this is all about. We at war. War is groups, not crowds, groups. They teach crowds, you see? And then people got this part of the brainwashing wrong. They think it's a crowd. It ain't a crowd, it's a group. That's how a real tribe is built, off of groups. Because a group comes together with a bunch of different things to offer to the group. And when the group is centered and the group is organized, somebody becomes powerful enough to go outside the group and regroup with another group to bring another group together. That's how the Republic fucking started. That is a demonocracy now, which is crowd think, right? Which is crowd based, right? They show you crowds. Now you're thinking, oh, I ain't with that crowd. Nah, what the fuck are you talking about? You don't understand. That's how cells come together to work. Cells come together just like that, regrouping of cells to fight off what? Dis-ease, cancers, toxins, body repair, body rejuvenation, right? That's how this shit works, man. Ain't nothing working anything by alone. You can't even, man and woman don't even exist without one other. That's a group right there. What the fuck is wrong with people, man? I don't get that shit. And this is why they winning. This is why they continue to win. You know, this is why I'm gonna take my group and get the fuck up out of here. I'm gonna do what I do, but I already know where it's headed because motherfuckers are too asleep. Are they gonna get into the real awakening to understand that they're in an awakening that is keeping them trapped, perpetuating the same bullshit, don't want to get out of their situation, don't give a fuck? You know, when you wake up and you realize you're supposed to be busting all the chains off that you can and thriving towards that. Your drive should be not to survive, all right? It's to fucking survive, break away from their shit as best as you can, learn, gain knowledge, you know, gain understanding. Say, you know what? I need to start to get the fuck from up out of this shit over here. You know, I need to break away from these motherfuckers over here. I need to break away this shit. I need to wait. There's a way out. I'm shown the way out and I don't do it. Man, I'm in dishonor. I'm in dishonor under the laws of the universe and myself that's aligned with the universe. So I need to be honorable, right? That's what I need to be. I need to be honorable. They tell you this shit in law. I mean, this is how the law works. And this is how cosmic law works, universal law works, nature works. Nature is together. It ain't apart. It looks apart, but it's together. That's how we supposed to be, looking apart. We done came together before, all different colors, creeds, walks, all kinds of shit. And guess what? People couldn't figure the fucking shit out. That is telling you, like elementary 101, like how powerful that shit is. They can't figure it out. It's a glitch in the matrix. You know? It's a glitch in the matrix. And people need to figure that shit out and get out of that, because it's attachments that's attached to you that unfortunately are demons that are sitting next to you and with you inside your own body telling you that ain't right, and you don't even know where you get the fucking thought from. How the fuck? That shit don't even make any sense. It's because people are under, they can't see. This is the whole thing about awakening. You can't see. And it's clear as day. People have awakened up to some other shit and went back to sleep. And that's why it's infighting. It's infighting because these spirits are attached. Demonology tells you that all these spirits fight each other. That's what they do. And they're bringing this shit in here. And we're perpetuating the shit, usher it in even faster. That's why you're seeing shit happen at a rapid fucking pace. You know? So, you know, I mean, it just is what it is. People got to understand. In this world, we are different. Duh, that's a no-brainer. Like, what the fuck? I don't even understand that. That shit don't register me. You're different, I'm different. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. All right, well, let's be different together. Like, come on, man. We different together. You got attributes. We rock out. We on the same. I have a lot of the same understanding, but there's something there that blocks people off from going any further. You know? That's why I say people got to look at themselves, man, because a lot of people have spirits attached to them, you know? It's shit. I'm like, yo, it's something. Let me check my motherfucking surroundings, you know? And then you got to use, you know, you could use magic yourself to rid that shit out. And you'll be like, damn, it was something around me, because now that shit is gone. It's lifted. Burn sage, you know? Go around your house and corner your house. You know, I need to do a video on my house, show you how it's structured and set up. I got shit set up in certain positions, certain energies. Everybody that comes in my house, they're like, yo, man, why do I feel like I just feel free? They just sort of fling off everything, just feel free. I said, because the way I structured the house is towards the energy. Oh, shit, this airplane look like the motherfucking engine's failing. Like it's one engine is like smoking or some shit. That's weird. I wonder if that bitch making an emergency landing. Literally, there's black smoke coming out of one of the engines. But anyways, you know, it's a lot of ways to maneuver your energy, man, so that shit free flows. You know, just the way your bed is sitting, you know, your way your bed is sitting, you know, certain things happen around your area, positioning, your rooms, you know. Your room ain't supposed to be a tomb. Your house is not supposed to be a fucking tomb. Look at how they building all these structures. You know, you get people living in apartments and shit. Look how they build these apartments. Man, this shit is by design to fuck us up, man. It truly is. It really is, man. So, you know, I mean, they're all around us, man. And hey, we got the ability to strike that motherfucker, to shake it up out of him. You know, we got that ability. I done been at the protests where motherfuckers walk up to me. They know I don't belong. How do they know this? Because they can feel this shit. And being able to sit and observe and understand and feel, it's like, man, you know, I'm analyzing all this shit. I'm like, how the fuck do they know? Like, what the fuck? How do they know automatically, man? And I done ran into these people afterwards because I be into this vegan sorcery community, right? So I'm in these places and I've seen motherfuckers that I've seen at protests, and they look and they notice me, but they'll never say anything because they could feel it. Like, I've been to these protests on camera, live streaming this shit, where a motherfucker walk up to me with that demon rage, like, who are you? What do you look like? What? Just stare at them with your eyes, your energy facing towards them with your heart. What? And watch them motherfuckers glitch the fuck off and walk away. Not even say a word. It's because they can feel your energy. Sharma Makai, he went to this one place where I don't go because the first time I went in there, I felt the energy and I'm like, I'm good. I'm never coming here again. Because they can feel you. These motherfuckers, these spirits are in these fucking people, man. I done traveled the entire country and ran into this shit in a bunch of places. You know? Some not. That means they don't have that type of energy. That shit is, them spirits aren't attached to them. You know? I've had that. Like I said, you can't explain it. You could just feel it, you know? You could just feel that shit. It's some unexplainable. You got to feel it, you know? Sons of P, you know, he went with me one time to one of these protests. Yo, he felt that shit. And that shit drained him out. You know, Sons of Perdition. That shit drained him out. We had talk after. He's like, yo, man, that shit was crazy. It's like an experience like you've never had before, a feeling you've never had before, because you're around all this energy, yo. And that shit will drain you the fuck out, because the whole time your body, your light is emitting, and it's emitting the whole time. That's propelling that shit. And when you're done, you're drained. Like, after these protests, man, I had to take a 2-week fucking break. You know, 2 weeks off. Because that shit drains so hard, man. You tired, man. I mean, this shit is real, man. You know? Hold on 1 second, guys. Give me another second, man. I'll come back. All right, guys, I'm back. So sorry about that, but I mean, this is what's going on in a nutshell, and it should be obvious and plain and easy to see. That's why there's so much division. That's why there's so much doubt. That's why there's so much, you know, looking into, overlooking things because people are caught up in another sleep state, another dream state that actually is working for them because if I mean, think about it. What else is there? What else could be doing this? It's because there's a spell out here that's casted. And one of unfortunately, the main tools they're using is media, social media. They're using the energy, the magical energy that if you turn your screen off on your phone, it's a black screen and it's just a fucking brick, a little mirror. And the magic happens when you turn that bitch on. That is some powerful shit. So they're conjuring and pushing shit through there to your mind to take you over, to take your energy over, to disrupt your energy. Remember, you come here balanced. All right, you come here balanced, and look what it's turned. I mean, look at the shit that they're doing, man. Literally, they have a Nashville shooting, and it's all about your and the pronouns. Like, what the fuck kind of shit is this, man? It's the spell casting, man. They have to switch these words up, man. They got to do it. They got to switch these words up. They gotta pull this energy in and through. All right, everybody talks about CERN. What are they doing? CERN, man. These motherfuckers doing something with some energy. Look around you, man. This shit is fuck up. I forgot to upload the video last night. A 12-year-old boy murdered a 30-something-year-old man for guns. 12-year-old. That ain't no 12-year-old. That's a demon inside the 12-year-old. Murder somebody with no care in the world, no conscience, no fucking nothing in Minnesota. And you already know they're conjuring up massive amount of energy up in Minnesota. We already know that shit. George Floyd, man, you already know they conjuring demons and shit through that motherfucker. I mean, this shit goes so deep and so layered. I mean, it's just mind blowing, man. It really is. It's mind fucking blowing. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry guys, but what was it? Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on. So, sorry about that. The phone overheated like usual. Sorry about that. It overheated. It overheated, guys. My bad. Let me know if I'm back. Sorry about that. Let me know if I'm back. Hold on, cause I gotta see these dumb motherfuckers. Hold on. Sometimes people are dumb as a box of fucking rocks. All right, guys. Let me know if I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Good. Are we good? Okay, thanks. Joe, Mr. McMahon. When we are back, we still. The fuck? Let me see. Turn this shit around. Camera. I gotta turn down I switched phones, so maybe I gotta turn down the resolution or some shit. Are we good now? Okay, good. Thanks. Shout out to all you guys for rocking out this AM. But, I'm just dropping whatever is on my mind, and, people can take it or leave it, believe it or not, but this is what's going on, man. This is just what's going on. I just believe that I've been put into certain situations and positions to be able to see and understand what the fuck is going on to some point so people can see. Because, right now, we in bad shape, man. Especially when you could see and know and understand that people that are, so-called awake to what's going on is actually perpetuating their shit. When they come out mainstream, with talking like you, I mean, it's obvious, all right, what the fuck they're doing. You know, it's obvious. And then the shooting yesterday, how much obvious can you get? That's a fucking shooting that killed. They said, we already know what this is straight bullshit. Don't even make any kind of sense whatsoever. There's a manifesto. I mean, come on, man. Manifest. They're telling you we're manifesting, we're conjuring, we're manifesting, we're ushering in this energy. Hail. The last name was Hail. That is a demonic deity. Hail. Hal fucking E. That is demonic entity. All right. Hail. Drake. You know, officers is Drake. We already know. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, this shit is crazy, man. Crazy. They're telling us now. Bitch, we performing magic on your dumbasses. And they literally, they go by, I mean, this is a shooting. Okay, it's a shooting to the masses. All right. And they want you to know about, forget the victims' names. They want you to know about the shooter, transgender, she, what the fuck ever it is, goes by your, in, oh, what? Like, come on, man. This is the second time they done did this recently. After here, there's bomb threats at a school, which there's a meeting tonight. And one of the signs that's all in the schools, right? The same schools that they shooting up, that's talking about use pronouns like yours, his, or whatever the fuck the pronouns is that I read the other day in the schools. They are casting some motherfucking spells on our asses like it's nobody's business, and people can't even fucking see it nor give a fuck about it, because if you were awakened and you did care, it's going to be some actions. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be some actions to the best that you can do. And I get it. I already understand we can't control, because I'm in the same situation. I got two. Hey, I ain't got no control over that right now. But I'm in the battle. I'm in the forefront. I'm in courts. You know, I'm in the battle. So it is what it is. The other ones that wasn't, they've been out of fucking school. Years, I knew this shit was coming. I knew where it was coming from. I understood it. The spirit, the energy, the light, whatever the fuck you want to call it, was guiding me to do these actions ahead of time. That's the spiritual war. You know? And I did it with the mindset of understanding I ain't got no fucking attachments. If they fall off, they fall off. But I'm still on it. But if they're still attached to me and they're on it with me, then they're coming along, and we're coming along as a group along the journey, as a tribe, as a people, as an energy, as an understanding. That's how the shit works. People divide their own selves up. I see it every fucking day. Y'all divide y'all own self up, so that's on y'all. Y'all do that shit. I don't do that. I don't got to divide because I see somebody else divided, because that person don't like that person. I ain't got to divide myself from them. Fuck what y'all talking about. I don't do that. You know? If you want to cut me off, that's on you. You cut me off. I don't give. I ain't got attachments to my fucking anything. My kids know. I love them to death and I'll die for them, but there's no attachments, man. I already know this. I love my kids to death, but it ain't no attachments. They know that. If they go, it's like, Dad, you know, I want to go this way. I'm gonna say, I love you, man, but you know the way, the path, the light. So, you know, you go experience that, and then, you know, it is what it is. They already know that. You know? They know that. But they ain't fall to the world. They ain't fall to the worldly bullshit. You know? They haven't done it. They ain't fall to it. Still rocking out. My oldest is 25, about to be 26 in June. Then 19. Then 16. Still on the wave. You know, I had stepkids. One of them now is what? 20-something. The other one is about in April, matter of fact, is going to turn 19. They fell right off the fucking path because they wasn't on it. You know? They wasn't built with my DNA anyway, but I'm just saying. They was along the ride while I was there, but once that shit split apart, they went off. They went back into the abyss and the pits of hell with all the demons. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I ain't got no attachments. It is what it is. You know? My oldest son found that out himself. He left when he was what, 18, because he wanted to go experience, a girl that, that I felt the energy right off the way. That ain't it. But, took off for a year, went with his mom. Boy, did he come back, saying I was right. All the stuff he experienced, all the stuff he saw, witnessed. And it was a dark place for him because he was raised and came into the light and understanding, And we'll rock out. We tribed up. We tribed up. That's how we live in life, Like other cultures live life together, understanding, in a group, not a crowd, a group, because there's a difference. A lot of motherfuckers run around here awake with a crowd mentality. That's why they can't go. They got a crowd mentality, not a group, not realizing they're on the internet together with people, but don't understand the fight, don't understand the actual war that's going on, the spiritual battle. That's why it end up being a war on the fucking internet, because you're dealing with demonic entities, man. You see these motherfuckers, man. You see some of these trolls. You see these fucking people. They are almost dressing and looking like demons. I can call these motherfuckers out a mile away. As soon as they speak, I can feel it. Oh, yeah, this is one of them motherfuckers. I already know. This is one of them motherfuckers. I call it liberal energy because I can't call it nothing else. I don't know what the fuck it is. But just like Malcolm X said, this energy comes out and the liberals. It goes to the liberals. Malcolm X even knew this shit. He knew this shit. There's a reason why I posted that. My whole channel got fucking strike for an old ass Malcolm X video that is on the internet 1,000 times. Why when I post the shit, it gets taken down and I get a strike and I'm gone for 2 weeks? On a Malcolm X video that's talking about liberals? What the fuck? That's because this energy is out there. It knows. It's watching this stream right now. They can't come in here and fuck with us. That's why they don't come in here. When they do, they get trashed and tossed out, and then they show their face. They show their energy. I let them talk. Like, look, that time I let them talk, and, shit, that's the shit that I talk about every day. It's in them motherfuckers. They think they're doing something righteous, but they working and perpetuating the same bullshit, conjuring the same energy, the same demonic energy, right? This is what they do, man. Confusion, separation. This is how they rule over us. People can't figure it out. Hey, I can't help them. I'm just dropping it. Whoever gets it, and I move the fuck on. And that's it. That's the only thing I could do. That's the only thing I could do. Only thing I could do. And I'm not reading the comments right now because I'm just letting it stream through. And I'll read the comments afterwards. And we'll chop it up. I got a little bit of time today on a Tuesday, gray, dark, dreary, fucking cold-ass Tuesday, snowing and shit still here in upstate New York, because they don't want us, they want to keep the weather down so they can keep motherfuckers down and keep conjuring their darkness through this bullshit, because they know people are going to turn to outlets because they're going to be stressed, all right, depressed, down, and out. So they're going to turn to drugs, alcoholism, suicide. A motherfucker here in Rochester jumped off a bridge, committed suicide. Splat right on the fucking pavement on the fucking highway. Yo, the shit was crazy. Like, what the fuck? Demons. Couldn't take it. Demons. It's like I told you, fucking Minnesota 12-year-old murder. Didn't give a fuck. They had his text message, everything. Didn't even care. Didn't even give two flying fucks in hell. This is demonic energy, man. Come on, man. Like, I mean, it really... When is it going to register to people? People got to come to a common ground to push this shit back, and then actually talk and push this energy back where it belongs, man. Look this shit in the face, because these motherfuckers winning, man. God damn, this bus. I'm right here. What are you doing? This energy is winning, man. I might be at this thing tonight, live streaming, so y'all can see the same fucking school districts perpetuate more shit than they did last year. I tell them straight up, shouldn't have your fucking kids in school. But I'll rock out with you and stand with you, document this shit, witness this shit. Only reason why I'm there, all right, is to document the shit so people can see. And maybe it'll light that fire in them to wake the fuck up and say, you know what, this is fucked up. Because if anybody's kids in school, they're subjected to this shit. I mean, ain't no debating that shit. So another thing is, what are you doing to get them out? I get it. We don't have control, but some of us got control. Some people got control and still choose to do it. And trust me, I'm not fucking one of the people that are blind to the fact that we got to do what we got to do. You know, but some people got control of this shit and still, like, 2-parent control, I'm talking, and still send their kids to that shit. There ain't no excuse for that. Sorry, but there's no excuse for that shit. You can't make up one for me because, and you know this is a spiritual war, your loved ones are supposed to be close to you, not disconnected from their shit. Totally disconnected from their shit. You know, and I mean, if they don't want to be, then hey, then yeah, I get it. They going. They don't want to be, then they ain't on the journey. Do what you need to do, and you still be on your journey. All right, because it is, you know, it is parents that got kids that ain't with the shit. You know, I get that too. I understand it. Ain't nothing you could do. That's why I said, man, people ain't awake because when you wake up, you ain't got no fucking attachments. You know, motherfuckers be telling me go get a license. Bitch, why I gotta go get a license when I've been driving for years and doing what I do? I done learned how. I understand what the fuck I'm doing now. You know, I know. You know. Oh, you want me to get one because you perpetuating that bullshit? No, not me. I want to break free from some of these chains, some of this bullshit. You know, because I understand under the law, I don't need one. All they want to see is my identification and some insurance. That's it. And when you give them I give them my identification, the road stops there. That's it. That's court. Right on the side of the motherfucking road. What are you going to do? You know? Those are chains that I broke off. My kids, to get them out of school, I had to go through fucking hell. But I did it. You know? I fought through it. Went through hell. All kinds of shit. Called all kinds of shit. You know? Called evil. Called, you know, neglected. All the shit that you can go through. I done went through all kind of shit. And guess what always happened? Because I stayed on the path. Stayed in the light. Stayed in my attention. Stayed in the love. Always came back negative. Always was a dub. Even when I went in there dragged and tattered and beat the fuck down, right after that, the truth comes out. Truth comes to light. You know, just like it will this time. Same shit. You know? It's just a long fucking stretch in this one, you know? And it's because I choose to do it a different way, you know? But I mean, these are the battles that we got to do. We talk about we're awakened, you know? I mean, this is what it is. That's why I say we got to reawaken now because we're still in the bullshit, man. We're still in we're worse off than we were, you know, before, you know? Because people are, I mean, this is under a spell, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. We have a fight and flight response in our body, all right, that we got that is totally shut off. It's totally shut off in people. There ain't no fight. Ain't no flight. All right. We also have the ability with our frequency of love to, like, there's not nothing there's not nothing in our reality that says be apart, be away from each other. Like, what the fuck? This is shit. That's why you know people are under a fucking spell. And again, people are so under these spells, they find every reason to not make that happen. It's because you have something in you that is telling you this, it's that, it's this, it's that, it's this, it's that, it's this, it's that. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, it just is what it is, you know? And again, coming together isn't fucking clipping toenails and digging boogers with each other. You know, that's not rubbing each other's feet and shit. It's not none of that. It's just networking, understanding. Stop perpetuating the same bullshit. Show people like, look, we're fucking united. Motherfucker over here doing this and doing that. That's what it's all about. That's how shit is built. That's how shit is destroyed. Motherfuckers come together. These motherfuckers is turning our whole reality upside down, not because they're running around by themselves singular. They're all together. What the fuck is wrong with people? Like, I don't get it, man. That's why I'm gonna keep coming in, keep chopping the sword, keep swinging the sword. I don't give a fuck who feels the fight. I don't care. It don't matter. What else is there? Me just perpetuate the same bullshit, you know? No, man, people got to see it because it's happening. It's gonna increase, so it don't matter. It don't matter to me. If you don't hear from me, you're gonna hear from somebody else, or you're gonna see it anyway. So it don't matter because it gets worse and it gets more obvious. Like, these motherfuckers is under a spell. This shit is crazy. You know? I mean, it just is what it is, man. Ain't no going around it. Ain't no going through it. It's knowing and understanding. You know? And I know what I'm dealing with. This is why these motherfuckers love masks and shit. They're hiding. The demon is hiding, man. What the fuck? You be wondering why these motherfuckers wearing a mask? Because they so far deep in the spell, they're hiding from you. You know? They're hiding. The demon knows that's got to hide its face because its interaction with you, a light being, is gonna fucking shivel that motherfucker up out of there. You know? It just is what it is, man. These people are weak. These people that got this energy are weak motherfuckers, man. They're weak. That's why they wear a mask. That's why they're scared of everything. That's why they do the shit they do. But at the end of the day, you know what they know how to do? Come together. Because this system that's based off demonocracy, right? Demonic energy, understands about bringing energy together in a negative way. And that's what they're doing. You know? It's like tonight. I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna be with like-minded individuals, and it's gonna fucking feel amazing. It's gonna feel amazing like a motherfucker to be with me, people that know. Though they are on their own level of of that path, they still got it in them. You know, they ain't got the darkness, obviously. They got it in them. You know, be dope as fuck, you know? And then people can see what the fuck they doing to these kids. You know, the future. You know, this is one place I go eat at. It's near a fucking college. And the college kids at these, I'm like, yo, this is our future? Look at these motherfuckers, man. Look at these motherfuckers, man. They have come a long goddamn fucking way. Like, out of every one of these motherfuckers in these colleges, I say there's only, I mean, I don't even know. It's about, I would say 70% is on the direction that we're going. Straight to the fucking, whatever you want to call it. The other 10% don't know what the fuck going on. They just benign to everything, right? But then you got this other motherfucking group that is just like they're us. They know what they feel what's going on. But very small percentage. But them other motherfuckers, good God almighty, I tell you, man, I go eat at this one place that's by a college, right? And everyone I see in this bitch, I already know. I can see it, feel it, understand it. All that energy is in these kids, man. I like that's the future. We are fucked. You know, we are FUCKED with an exclamation point. Like, it's crazy, man. You know? Truly is. You know, we've been to college before to try to talk to, man, shit. They don't want nothing to do with nothing. So you already know what got control of them. They are under the spell. It's bad. And, man, I can't, you know, it's just prevalent, man. You know? And then they had the shooting yesterday. You know, you got the gun control fucking nuts energy. Now they got the LGBT is increasing. You know, what kind of twisted backward shit is that? They had one of them go do the shit. Like, what the fuck are these people doing? Like, we'll see later. And then we'll be like, that's why they had the LGBT. And this is promotion for this shit, man. This wicked, twisted shit. This is promotion, man. This is passive, man. This is interesting because now, I don't know. What if one of these motherfuckers do some shit to some fucking people that are loving and patriotic or whatever the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Just think about this shit. Think about this shit. You know, you got to think of what kind of backward shit they're doing. That's what I look at. I'm like, okay, why are they doing this? Promotion, you know, shit like that. I'm thinking like, nah, man, this is some other shit. This is accepting something coming in, you know? Accepting something coming in, sacrifice of children, you know, I don't know yet. but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. So, like, you see that building right there? That's a sigil right there. That's a sigil right there, and that's a drug treatment building. Think about that. I should go around to show y'all. It's a drug treatment place with the triangle in the square. So the triangle is circled, right? By this, the triangle. Fuck, the triangle is inside the circle, and that is a drug treatment place right there. Think about that shit. Crazy. So, anyways, what's good, Mad Cat, King Charles, Fake Mike? Shout out to Fake Mike, Real News. Rap Sample, Step Back 123, Rick James, Ace Flavor, Angel, of course, Angel Baby, TVP, Truth Vibration Podcast, Colon, Sheriff of YouTube. Who else? Mr. Magmittance. I know Tap P was on here earlier. Indigo Arena, shout out to you. Let's scroll back up and only go hard hitting NB83. Shout out to you. Shit. Shout out to you. And again, shout out to everybody. And yeah, man, it's just, this is what's going on. It just is what it is. Think about it. Think about all the division on the internet. It all came in. Well, it's demonic energy, man. Everybody, we don't even know what honestly, when we bust it all down, what are we really fighting for? It's some bitch dumb shit. It's just stupid. You got to ask yourself why. I'm like, it's just dumb shit, man. It's all an agenda. It's all part of the agenda. And, we perpetuate that shit upon each other. We cast the same spell that they got out there on each other, unbeknownst to each other. That's why I don't be doing that. I don't do it. Me and Wise had our little beef, but like I said, man, hey, man, that shit gets in a lot of people. It just is what it is. Sometimes you go way deep, you come out the rabbit hole with something attached to you, And he knows that. We've talked about this shit before. That's why I gotta I'm doing this shit. Nah, man, you gotta be wary of what you're doing, man, because you can conjure up some shit on yourself. So, whatever guides that guided me and pushing me and giving me all this shit, I don't know where it comes from. Sometimes I have the little intermediate Sons of P is the only one that ever I explained this to. He understood what the fuck I was talking about. Where you first fall asleep and then something awakens you, so you're actually awake and you can hear what's around you, but your eyes are closed and your eyelids turn into screens and you start to see shit like visions. And I've always been shown shit from India, ancient India or China, and I've had the female entity Kuan Yin guide me before in my realms, and I've had the entity in India. I forgot which one it was, because this is what they show me. They show me these things, these old principles. That's why I'm into, natural medicine and herbs and shit. I don't even know where this shit come from. I'll wake up, get this herb. Next thing you know, I'm like, yo, look at this shit. My son, he had a little stomach bug, the other day. Boom, made him a concoction, which is a form of alchemy and magic. That's the way it's supposed to be performed, using nature to better you. Not against you, not war with each other, not defeat each other, not control each other like these psychopath fucks do. You use it for you. Stomach, boom, fine, no problem. Stomach is fine, no issues whatsoever. And yeah, man, this shit is real. There's always guides guiding us. You just gotta find them. You just gotta come up out your fucking. They want to keep us asleep. Motherfuckers tell me they don't dream. What? whoa, you got to clear your body out. You don't dream. That's where all your knowledge comes from. You know, that's where your guides sit at. You know, they sit there. You know, I mean, damn, you don't even. And it's the thing. This reality controls this one and the other one, and people don't even know it. People be dreaming about like worldly shit. You know, I used to dream about vivid dreams my whole life, but it'd be dreams about worldly shit. You know, worldly shit, like shit going on in the world. We ain't supposed to be doing that. That lets you know they got our minds and our soul spirits trapped in their dimension. Because you're supposed to be in the astral realms, you know, coming back with information and learning and expanding, you know, every birthday, right? It's supposed to be a spiritual growth of knowledge, a growth of knowledge and wisdom. Nah, you know, we want to celebrate and just, oh, we're older, you know, oh, yeah. What you gain in the year? Motherfuckers probably lost. They got stupider in the fucking year as they get older, you know? Think about this shit. The ritual, get the birthday candle, blow the candles out, you know, happy birthday to you. That's probably conjuring some motherfucking spirits and demons in your motherfucking life. Don't even know it. So we've been stopped celebrating that shit. Best thing we ever fucking did, you know? We say, you know, what knowledge has we gained in a year? Look, how have we progressed in a year? That's how it's supposed to go, because you're only born once. You only come out the womb in the tunnel one fucking time. You don't go back in and come back out. How the fuck you gonna say we birthed again? No, that shit don't even make any logic, any sense. There's no reasoning to it. You know? Our clock above makes a rotation. We're supposed to grow spiritually, mentally, physically, with knowledge, understanding, you know, every year. So, you know, it is what it is, man. Like I said, I'm going to keep swinging the slower. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. It's not directed at anybody. You know, it's directed at everybody, but it's not directed at anybody because there is nobody, you know, and that's it. And I don't know nothing. You know, if it hits you and it resonates with you, then hey, it's a connection of energy that you can see, that I can see, and a lot of people are seeing it. You know, a lot of motherfuckers are seeing it, but you know, so, top of the hill. Let me read some comments now. What's good, Rick James? Mad dummies, mad cats. I can't believe I made it this far in this crazy world. Well, shit. Well, we better pray we make it farther, because this is a crazy world, man. But it's a beautiful time to be alive. I enjoy it. I love it. And there is a reason why I've just been, you know, I've been out of my way for a long time, for years. And, you know, sometimes I get in my own way, which causes issues, you know, which causes problems, where I want to, you know, do me, and it don't work out too well. I just let the universe guide me, stay out the way, be in the moment, and that's it. You know, just let the universe guide me, you know, the energies. So I know, you know, when I was feeling like I had a break, I got to break free. It was just, you know, the universe saying, look, I'm about to, you know, you're going to get hit with a whole different type of energy. You're going to get hit with a whole different type of understanding in here. This is what you're going to do. This is my job. This is what my job is now. You know, my job is to, and this is what the videos I've been showing. Like, I've shown locally, I show other news stories, but what I'm showing you is the demons, man, that's in people. It's in them. This is not just regular. This is coming in from somewhere, and it's embodying people. And I'm just trying to make people see, you know, like the next one I'm gonna upload is the 12-year-old in Minnesota that fucking murdered somebody. Like, and it's no problem. Nothing. I mean, it's just crazy, man. You know, just like around here, the kids doing all this shit. You know, stealing and looting. I mean, stealing and shit and breaking into places. You know, energy's all over the place. All this gender shit. This year at all these pride shit. Watch what you see. We're going into it. June, I think, is Pride Month. But last year in Rochester, it was fucking June, July, August. So the shit might be the entire summer of love. Watch out for it. Watch how many people you see. It'll fucking blow your mind. I tell people, get out, man. Get out. Detach from them spirits, man, because they all around you. They all the fuck around you, holding you down from understanding your own goddamn energy. You know? What's good, Amy? You know, what's good, Amy? Yeah, these fucking people, these masks, they're not even scared of the germs no more. What they're masking up for is they're in fear of the light beings, man. They're hiding. These demons are hiding. They're hiding inside of these people, man. That's why I told you, when they push the buttons to conjure these demons out of these people, this is what's coming after you, man. I have been saying this for fucking years, man. When they push the right button, I was just saying it, you know, just nonchalantly. When they push the right button, these people are going to be against you. It's because they're going to activate the demon energy that's in these people to work through them to target you. That's all they're doing, man. You know, that's why you can see that the Trump supporters, the fucking the liberals or whatever you want to call it, they have embodied the same energy. It's just two polarities of the same fucking energy because they're the same way, just have a different reversed psychology of thinking they're for freedom and liberty. You know, it's crazy that liberty is basically liberal. You know what I'm saying? It has the same lib. You know what I mean? I mean, it's this language line gauge, right? Language is line gauge. You know, it's very powerful, man. You know, it's a communication, it's a controlling. The English language comes from occultism. It comes from alchemists. This is where it comes from. Germanic. The people that created this were alchemists, occultists. This is what they done. This is what they did. You know, when they created the English language, it stems back to the Rosicrucians, which we all know it's all the same fucking people, man. I mean, it just is what it is. You can't. How can we not overlook this shit? You know. And you look at the spell in America, other people around the world, other people, massive amount of people don't think like us. They don't. You know, they don't think like it's a whole different world of thinking, man. You know. And you know the English language is a spell and a spelling. You know, you really do. You can go to a country where there's millions of fucking people. They're not out there. People are always going to have fights, but there's not people out there destroying each other, killing each other, robbing each other like it is in America. What's going on here? You know, you gotta say, how are you doing this shit? They're casting spells through language, communications, many different types of fucking forms, man. You know, you look at other cultures that don't use words, right, and spelling. They don't use it like that. It's a different formula. You know, there's cultures that still use characters, drawings for their words. You think them motherfuckers casting spells on each other like it is in America with English? Hell the fuck no. When actually some of our shit that how we portray it to each other, when you put it through the translator, actually is translating some negative shit. Blows your fucking mind. You're like, yo, I didn't even say this shit like that. Like that. I said it sincerely, but when the translator translated to the other language, it's negative. So that tells you right there. Play around with the translator app. Use different languages and use a saying that you feel is sincere in English and watch what it does. Watch what it does. It ain't people. Some stupid fucking, just straight brain dead fucking idiot was like, "Oh, that's Google translating in a negative way." I'm like, "What the fuck? Oh my god, did you just say that?" No, this is a language that's been around since ancient fucking times. It's not. It's Google's translating it, but this is how it's coming out. Like this is what it is. I mean, what you talking about, Google? No, it's just a search engine. It's just the engine that's translating the languages. No, this is what we're actually doing to each other. You know, It's crazy, man. It really is. It's fucking crazy. You know, it's really fucking crazy. So, I mean, it just is what it is. So, you just gotta understand what is happening, man. It's spell casting, witchcraft, sorcery, magic. This is what we're doing to each other, man. And we're perpetuating it, unfortunately. That's why nothing's changing. It's getting worse because we're conjuring in the same energy, you know? The same energy. Go look up these demons. You do your own. Go look up the Geotia. Go read the lesser keys of Solomon. Look up the word lesser, right? This shit is sorcery. Lesser keys of Solomon. You got 72 angels, 72 demons, all right, which is 144, right? And then go look up these demons. Then go to other cultures. Go to India, ancient times, the demons. Go to fucking Africa. Go over to fucking China. Go over to what you call it? Even in Christianity, demons that they don't talk about in the Bible, right? And the ones they do talk about in the Bible, they left some of the motherfuckers out of there. You know? I mean, you got to ask yourself why they been doing this shit. You know, I mean, this shit is it's deep, man. You got to do that on your own and do it and be careful because you can conjure these motherfuckers up in your own life, and then you be doing some shit. You're like, oh, why am I doing that? You know, I mean, it's crazy. It was like I said, there's people that are perpetuating these spells, man. You know, love and light. That's one who's perpetuating most of it. You know, they even do spells and rituals and shit and all this other shit. Man, you are ushering these motherfuckers in because y'all don't know what the fuck y'all really doing. You know, you're perpetuating the same fucking energy, man. You know, you just believe it's righteous. It's too much love and light, false light. You know, so it's what we're this is what we're doing, and that's why there's so much division, man. It's just straight division. You know, there's division deities that are here, and that's what they're here doing, dividing us, keeping us further away, pushing us further out. Why is it coming in so rapidly? Well, we're doing the work for the demons, you know, just like awake. Go look up what awake is, you know. I mean, awake, they awake is transitioning. It's a visual awake, and we call ourselves awakened, but we're actually going back to sleep. We're actually pulling this energy from the other side by saying, oh, we're awake, we're awake, we're awakened, we're awakening. The great awakening. Yeah, it is a great awakening for these motherfuckers. Who's really waking up right now? They are. Look around you. They are the ones awakening, not us. We think we're awakened, but we're not. We're helping them. We're the tool. It's like motherfuckers like High Impact Flicks. He's a tool. Don't even know. I don't whatever. If he's on the good side or the bad side, he's conjuring in what they want him to conjure in, and he's under that spell too. I mean, this is just what's going on, man. Believe it or not, motherfuckers gonna see it in the future. It is what it is. They're gonna see it in the future. They will see it in the future. 1 second. So, we're just perpetuating it, man. That's why you see people falling away, breaking apart, you know. You like Brian. I mean, hey man, I'm just giving you something from a very deep place of understanding what's going on. He don't know what he's doing. All I'm saying, this is how we look at things. People don't know what they're doing. Remember, it's a spell. I've been to comedy hypnotism shows. It blows my mind. I'm never gonna do no shit like that. I've seen people I was with go under hypnosis, come out of it, don't even remember what the fuck they did. Barking like a dog, sniffing panties, doing all kind of crazy shit, under a spell. Like this shit's crazy. This is why I've just been in too many things to see and understand what the fuck is going on. So a person like Brian, he's under a spell, don't even know it. That's the whole thing. He's perpetuating everything they want him to perpetuate. It's being under a spell. You know, I mean, that's what it is. This is deep shit right here. See, this is deep shit, Will. He's not doing nothing wrong, but he's actually doing something for them that is keeping us where we're at. That's all it is. Because it's another spell that they put out here to people to think they're waking and doing something good, but they're pushing and perpetuating the same exact thing. Point blank, period. Because it's what he's doing is not nothing good for a people or an energy that is coming in to want to push this darkness back, because he's not about anything else but doing that. He's not about anything to do with coming together. We already know that, which is his own choice. But I mean, for what he portrays and says about we need to do this, we need to do that, he is telling himself we need to, but I'm not going to do it. I need to, but I'm not going to do it. This is what demonology and a necromantic magic does. It's invisible. It's unbeknownst to the person that's under it. Don't even know what they're doing. It's like how there's a sleep person who you could tell that's drinking Pepsi, eating McDonald's, eating Burger King, right? Eating Burger King and all this other stuff. You could tell them like, yo, man, that's going to do this. And it's not even going to register to them because they're under that spell. They're under that spell, I mean, it just is what it is. Yeah, but I mean, we could debate on it. I mean, we can debate on it. I mean, we could do it right now. I mean, he's not doing anything good for anything. He's waking up people that are in the very deep sleep to come up and be asleep in another thing. I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, it's not nothing wrong with that, but think about it. Nothing's going to change with that mentality. Remember, we're on a platform that is controlled by magic and sorcery. See, my point is, I'm not into the feelings and emotion. I'm on the spiritual side, bringing this up to a spiritual understanding of energy. This is what we're talking about. So people are confused because they don't understand where I'm coming from with the hold on, let me do this so we can get an understanding. With the best thing you ever do is get an understanding. Hold on. Let me do it like this. And then oh shit. Oh, fuck up the whole stream. So, we can get an understanding without emotions, because I mean, energy and motion. I mean, it is what it is. I shot Brian out the other day. He put out a dope ass video, great ass information. All right, there's a link if anybody wants to get up on here. Listen, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep. I'm talking about energy. I'm not talking about feelings and emotions. So I don't want to even hear no emotions and bashing and belittling. Let's talk about logically what is being done. What is being done? Oh, you want to? Oh, you're talking to Zach. I didn't even see Zach in here. My bad. What's good, Zach? Oh, okay. That's that. That's that debate. Y'all can have that debate. We're talking about energy. This is what I'm talking about. You have dark and you have light. All right. Then you have, God damn, somebody smoking this stanking ass GMO fucking weed. And wherever they at is coming in this fucking car because I got my windows cracked. So what I'm talking about is something totally different, right? I'm talking about something totally different where you can look at a Brian. Zach's here. We could look at a Zach and take the good, right? That's what it's all about. It's a mess. Like learning shit, you take the good that resonates with you, and you leave what don't. That's what this is all about. This is why we can't come together. That's why we can't create a group. Only crowds, right? It's crowds. Hold on, let me roll my window up. God damn, stinking ass shit, man. Can't stand that shit. They legalize that stupid shit. You know, it just doesn't even smell good. But anyways, um, um, shit totally blew my train of thought. That's the fucking evil spirit coming in this bitch to throw me off from giving this message out. You know, that's how this shit. That's easily how this shit works. All right, but you just take what is with you to progress you. All right, to push you to progress your spirit soul. You know, if it resonates with you, because we're on a road to understanding, a road to awakening, right? And like I said, he put out some information that's dope that I was like, shit, he's showing what I'm talking about, unbeknownst to him, about this energy. Like, what the fuck are these people doing? What is this? Look at this crazy shit. All right. We always look at it like, wow, look how crazy these people are. Instead of realizing these motherfuckers are under a spell and that they're attached, they have demon energy attached to them, and they're perpetuating it back to you, putting it back out in our reality. So now what do we do with that? We're supposed to be pushing that shit back. We're supposed to be the pushback, but there's no push. This is what I'm saying. We've all been together. We've all experienced energy that we can't even tell anybody. We can't tell you. You got to be there to see it, feel it, understand it. Brian will never understand that because he ain't never been out like that. You know, other people won't understand it because they never been out like that. You know, but when you're together, right? When you're together, okay, moving in this light energy, whatever it is that just brought everybody together, we all been witness to that. It can't be denied. We can't even explain the shit, but we felt it, right? Everybody felt it that was together, right? And even when somebody didn't fit, you could feel that shit, right? We all felt it. Whatever the fuck happened after that don't even matter. It's a moment in time. It's a moment in time. People are holding on like there's all the negative shit. Hold on to the moment in time, that energy that you felt, right? Moving around, moving around. The world watching, the world looking at you. They know the shit was glitching. They know it was off. You know, they knew something was different. They could feel it. They just do. It's like gravitation. I don't know what kind of I don't know. I can't put any words on what that was. All right, but we did it, and you know that's all I needed to see. The power. You know, the power that where it's at. You know, and then you got to look at fast forward almost a year now, right? Of how the energy is dispersed. That's done by magic, sorcery. They know that shit. They sent that, it got into their little peoples and other peoples, and it affected this person, that person, because they ain't got the light. The light is too dim. It's a place of void in that being. Another thing is void, right? Magic comes and is centered to void. So a lot of people have a void in their life. This is how this energy gets into them, because they have an emptiness inside of them, right? That emptiness is supposed to be lit so they can get into the weak people because they have a void, right? Look up void back into magic, occultism, and all that shit, how they perform magic with void, right? Think about it. I mean, void, right, has void, it's almost like vocal, voice, all right? I mean, think about this shit, you know, and conjuring this stuff up, man. I mean, this is just what's happening, guys. I mean, I don't know what to what to do. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Oh shit, I didn't know you. Let's see. Okay, let's see if Will joins. But like I said,
Yo, can you
what's
hear
up,
me?
William? Yeah, I could hear you.
Chilling, man. So I missed it. Yeah, I know people be ragging on Brian, but what's so bad about Brian? I don't get it.
Well, I'm coming from a different perspective now. As far as understanding this what we're dealing with here, and what I say about Brian, I mean, it is what it is. He's perpetuating what they want out here to be
So what
perpetuated.
what is that though? What is it? What is he perpetuating? What they want?
Like the mainstream, just division, just mainstream, dividing, keeping people at a certain level so they can't see on top
See,
of that.
I disagree with that. I think that I don't think that he is. I mean, he does the one thing that is not my favorite thing about Brian is I think that and I've talked to him about this before too. I think he's like kind of points out how bad liberals are too much as opposed to pointing out how bad everybody is. You know what I'm saying? He'll point out Republicans. But I mean, overall, his whole show is showing you how everything is going on, why it's bad, and then he ultimately tells you to think for yourself, and he's a voluntarist. I mean, I don't know really what you can want more out of somebody than somebody that tells you to think for yourself, be an anarchist, no government, no left wing, no right wing is going to help you. Think for yourself. And then he also helps promote shit tons of other channels. I don't know. I think that's a good thing.
Well, I mean, the way you're looking at it is a good thing, but when you look at the overall picture, what is he really doing but perpetuating what man, how many other channels are doing that? So many other channels are doing that.
Honestly, that's the thing. That's one of the things I like about Brian is that like very few channels actually talk about anarchy. They like that most truthers became right wing and like statist.
But see, the thing is, I don't get into those terms. I get straight to the
Yeah.
point. This whole shit needs to be destroyed, right?
That's what that's
Everything.
and that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. Like there's a
But
lot of the truth.
this is the thing. Saying and doing is two different things, right? He has
That's fair.
the ability to do something, but he's
Like
not.
what? Like what?
What are you talking about? He got the ability to network. What is he networking? He's not networking anything. What is Brian? This is what I'm saying. We are headed somewhere where we're all gonna have to make a choice on where we place ourselves to go through this storm. We already know that, right? So we know we're headed to a direction, and we have something called fight or flight. While
Yep.
everything that he's talking about, they're doing in acceleration mode right now. That's what I'm saying. What are we doing? Nothing. The same shit we've been doing for years. Just talking about it. These motherfuckers are out here together doing this shit that we think we're all against. That's what I'm saying. He's perpetuating it by being a neutral balance of nothing, because really he's not doing anything. And let's keep it all the way 100. We know Brian is in it. He does it for gain. I'm just gonna keep it all the way 100. You know
Uh,
that, and I know that.
I I
All right.
I don't necessarily know that. I think honestly, like, and I will say this. I definitely know people, and I'm not going to drop any names. I don't think Brian's one of them. He may be. Honestly, I don't know Brian. I've only talked to him like here and there a few times, so I can't. I'm not like sticking up for like I'm not like dying for Brian, but I just give everybody the benefit of the doubt here, right? Like I definitely have met people personally that are not in this
Yeah,
for
we
the
know
truth.
that.
They're in there for money. But
Right.
but even that is still like, all right, well, he could have got money some other way. You know what I'm saying? Like he could have went work for the government. He could have went and worked for a bank.
Right. Because
He
here's the
could have
thing.
went and
I
become a
mean, if we
general
want
manager for McDonald's.
if we want to zero in on Brian, right? I get it. I don't care. People could. I actually am 100% for, if this is what they do, get paid for it. I mean, that's your works. Get paid for it.
Yeah.
But when you're doing what Brian's doing, I mean, I'm just, hey, it is what it is. I mean, this guy does shit for exactly to do. He's not sincere. I just read energy. He's not sincere in what he's doing. He's a more of a he's more of a person who doesn't live it. You know what I'm saying? I could tell Brian doesn't live what he speaks. 100%. He don't live that shit. The shit that he talks about, the shit that he says, he don't live that. I mean, he was out with all them auditors one time. He didn't even tell anybody on his channel. I don't even think he put it on his channel. And some shit happened where a bunch of them got arrested. And he was there, documenting, just recording. And I know for a fact, because of some people in that community, that said Brian came because they went out there to the space specifically for a lawsuit. And that's what they're doing. They're suing. And this is why Brian's withholding this footage and these videos, because they're suing. So I know Brian can come out for that, but he can't do anything else for his own self or his own platform. he's out for the money. And we already know, Will, I don't want to put no names out there. We already know who turned him on to the Here's the Deal Cop Watch channel. We already know that. And that's because of demonetization. And he was scrambling, trying to find a way to do something. Somebody gave him the knowledge and helped
Yep.
him out to get that going. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know this. So for there,
Yeah.
that's why,
I don't think,
you know
and
what?
like I said, I think, like I said, like I
That's
think
not
we
a
agree.
genuine
Like,
person, though. That's a red flag for me. That's a person who's using that person to get where they need to get. You know what I'm saying? And
I
I
mean,
mean, I just see
as
that.
me, I think it's a little more practical. I'm like, all right, like, I mean, maybe he is, disingenuous. I don't know. I can't. I'm not in his mind and his heart. But like,
I don't know either. I mean, I give that. I give you
but
that. I don't know either. But what I see, that's not a person who is in it for the people. He's not doing anything for the people. He's not really, I mean, maybe he's not there consciously yet, but there's no way you've been doing this for this long and you talk about what needs to be done and see it every day and you got this shit in your heart and you ain't trying to change shit. That don't jive with me. It's impossible.
I just think it's like I don't think he's not trying to change shit. I think he is trying to change shit. But like, I mean, how do you really want him to go about doing it?
I don't want
Like,
him to do anything, but I'm just saying, when you say we need to do this and we need to do that, and you got the platform and know what you got and you don't do nothing, that right there is like, nah, I can't, that's not genuine. It just
well,
really is.
are you talking about like protests and shit? Like you're
No, I
gathering
don't
people
protest.
together?
I don't protest, and I'm not into the protests.
No, I know you're not, but
You never
like
see me protest. I may be
that's true.
somewhere, but I ain't gonna fucking protest. I don't do that. That's not my thing. You know what I'm saying? I'll get there, build and talk with somebody one-on-one or talk to a group of people, but that's not a protest. That's getting information out. See, they teach protest, right?
Yeah,
I'm not under that spell.
that's true.
So, you know what I'm saying? I don't do that. You know what I mean? So I'm not telling him to get out and protest. I'm saying network with something to do something. You got the biggest. If I had his platform, I'd probably be dead already because the shit that I would be able to do
Oh,
on.
I feel you. Well,
You know
listen,
what I
let me
mean?
just play the devil's advocate here, right? Well,
I mean, if you got to separate. This is what I do. I separate liking somebody versus what they do. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, I like,
Brian's a likable guy. I mean, think
yeah,
about he's a likable guy. He's this and that. But you got to look at what's real and what he's really doing. You know what I'm saying?
true. Well, from a practical perspective too, like, I mean, I don't honestly blame people, especially after January 6th, for not wanting to have rallies or protest or networking, whatever the term. You're right. You're definitely better at the terms than I am.
Well, that would,
But you're
like I
right.
said, this is the problem. If
And
you're wait, just like you said, January 6th. If motherfuckers are living in fear, get the fuck off the internet. That's what I say. What you living in fear for? If you ain't doing shit, ain't nothing gonna happen to you
all right, well,
if you're
peep
not
game.
doing it.
You
You
ever
know what I'm
seen the
saying?
movie It Man?
Nah, I'm not. I don't. I haven't watched the movie in a
Well,
long.
listen, I don't watch movies either, but the movie It Man, IP Man, you got to watch all of them. They're incredible, incredible movies. Probably the best movies that have been made in the last 20 years. And it's based on the true story of the guy that trained Bruce Lee. He was like an ultimate master. You know what I'm saying? Incredible story. Incredibly well done movie. Great for kids, great for adults. Beautiful movies. Amazing movies. So here's the thing, right? So in It Man, there's this one dude, and because It Man, um, and all these people, they're Chinese, and this is back in the day when the imperialist Japanese was screwing everybody up. You know what I'm saying? And the Japanese came over; they were taking over, just like a lot of Europeans had done at that time, whatever. But the Japanese was running shit, and there's one dude who was like working for the Japanese. He sold out and started working for the Japanese. But later on, that dude was able to help people because of his position. So, I mean, high impact is at least he's not working for the Japanese. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, yeah, if you're not real, if you're scared to get off the internet, that's true. But also, like, at the same time, like, you got to be smart and pragmatic too, because if you ain't on the internet, great, then that's how many thousands of people that you're not reaching. I mean, his biggest channel, like, they say, oh yeah, he's got a huge channel, he got a huge thing, but his big channels, they break that channel. that channel's broke. That's done. That channel, he hasn't gained subscribers in years. That channel's the brakes are on. So that thing's out the window. So of course you're going to have to find new YouTube channels and new ways to reach people. And if you're not monetized, then you're not reaching people. So if you're scared, get off YouTube. But at the same time, I'd rather have somebody that's, even if Brian is scared, which I'm not saying that he is, I'd rather him be here because at least he's waking people up. Even what, like you always used to tell me.
I think this is where I'm beyond this whole waking people up, because they're actually not waking up. Because when you wake up, you want shit to change in your own life. All right. And then after that, you want to change shit outside your life. So that's why I can't rock out with this awakening shit no more, especially understanding what the word is. And now that I see, and now we all can see, and many people are starting to see that awakening is actually conjuring in this bullshit faster at a more rapid pace, and people are actually in a deeper sleep. That's all it is, because this is how we're going to be in a spiritual warfare and spiritual war, not understand these principles, and then sit back and say, you know what am I actually doing? And this is where I'm at. This is why I'm coming at it from a whole different perspective. Yeah, you're right on all the shit you're saying, but you got to think beyond that, because this isn't even a physical plane if you look outside of what's going on in your own communities. And this is what I see. I see this shit all around me. I'm like, we ain't doing anything. We're doing what they want us to do, and that's perpetuate this, especially when now Tucker Carlson drops more jewels than Brian High Impact Flicks.
One other thing I'll say to stick up for Brian is this too, and and this is why I brought it up. And you are right about the spiritual shit, and I don't know how to
listen. I don't not like Brian because I don't know Brian. My thing is, you got to call out what you see. Like I said, I'm still subscribed. He puts out some information that, hey, I don't gotta watch the fucking news.
I definitely wouldn't say that Tucker's deeper than him. Here's my thing.
No. What I'm saying is, right now, if you haven't noticed, mainstream is talking like conspiracy.
Yeah, that's true.
So
yeah,
that is a red flag that should tell people we should be beyond this thought. Why are they there now?
Or we've woken so many people up. We've injected so much into their narrative that they're forced to handle. This is something that I've been talking about for a while, because
that's the hopeism. I don't have
because peep game, right? Because it's not hopeism though. They're not going to give us 100% real deal like fruit juice. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, just take a look at the History Channel the last 20 years. Before, it used to be ancient Greece in World War II and the Civil War. That's all they used to ever play. It's all they used to ever play.
Will, I get what you're saying, but what you got to understand is this is the inner workings, the universe letting you know you should be beyond that thought. And this is why.
Yeah, but we still got a bunch of rookies over here, bro. That's the thing. Like, you got a bunch of rookies.
Are you a rookie?
In a lot of ways, yes.
No, we ain't a rookie. We've been around for a minute. That's why we're supposed to always progress forward. And when people aren't, Brian's been doing the same shit for how long? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. A person like that is supposed to progress. Now your mainstream is talking about what you're talking about. That's letting you know. I mean, this is what people can't understand what we truly are.
Well, what are we supposed to progress to? Because a lot of people give me the same criticism. Oh, Will, you keep asking the same questions. You keep saying the same things. I was like, yeah, because shit ain't changed yet.
Because what happens is there's other people out there that are doing what we're doing. So we're supposed to level up because we don't need to do it no more. Point blank period.
Okay, that's the thing. That's the thing I was going to say real quick. This is the most important point I want to say about Brian. It's not even really about Brian. The point's bigger than Brian. My thing is, right, the number one, at least in the physical realm of things, the number one cause of death is governments, all governments. And there are only a few people that have really been really shadow banned. And those people are anarchists, right? So High Impact Flicks, part of the reason his biggest channel got braked is because he's an anarchist, right? Everyone talks about, oh, Alex Jones, he's so censored. Oh, Joe Rogan, he's censored. Well, somebody that has a lot of subscribers, gets less views than me, and was censored by the Joe Rogan podcast. Joe Rogan, when you have on, was Adam Kokesh, because he's talking about anarchy. That's different, because a lot of the other truthers out there, they want to tell you, oh, well, we'll vote this person in, or Trump will save us, or whatever. I think anarchy is one of the things that makes him much different and more of a threat to these people. And I think it's something that most other truthers. So I want to give him his credit. He calls it voluntarism, whatever you want. But yeah, I definitely think that's an important point.
I don't do all the mainstream words, because when you know where these words come from, it comes from ushering in the same energy that's here. And this is what I'm trying to get. My whole point is, even the point of my whole stream is about what they're doing as far as conjuring in all this negative energy, these demons, this stuff that we see every day that is embodying people. And people don't understand how this actually works. And this is what I'm doing. I don't get on here and show you and call you and bring the demon, because this shit is powerful. This shit is so powerful that you can call, by just researching this shit, you can cause these motherfuckers to come in your life. You know what I mean? This energy. It's not, you can't see it. One thing, Magic 101, it's invisible. All right. That's why you can't see it. But it gets into people, and this is what you can see. This is what I can see in people, and it should be attached to motherfuckers, and you could feel the energy, and you understand the energy. And this is what I'm saying is, we got to come past the awaken and thinking we're waking people up, because we're actually not. We're putting them into a whole nother deep sleep paradigm, because they're going to get locked into a self-centered, loathing ideology and keep it there and stay in that bubble and keep perpetuating the same bullshit over and over. This is why no one could come together. The fucking auditors can't come together. Truth communities can't come together. Flat earthers can't come together. Everything that has to do with anything awake can't fucking come together. No way, shape, or form. How? But you look outside to you, every other thing that's against us is together, doing shit, getting shit done. Out in our communities, man, destroying everything right in front of us, while we're on here talking about the latest, greatest, next fucking news story or whatever the fuck. This is why I'm saying the thing I'm saying about Brian, because technically that's nothing to offer, because it's perpetuation. He's never going to bring me on his fucking show. He'll never bring me on his channel. He'll never bring. I've been. What about me? I've been censored. I don't talk about anarchism and all this other shit. My first channel had 30,000 subscribers. My second one had 5,000. After that, I'm unfounded. For years, like before even anyone was ever talking about censorship, we was getting terminated and deleted. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why me? What am I doing? What could I possibly be doing that's so dangerous? Nothing. I don't perpetuate violence. I don't talk about guns. I don't do anything to talk about, whatever the fuck they're doing. But I'm censored. You see what I'm saying? So, he's not going to bring me on his channel. I've talked to Brian. I got his number. He ain't going to bring me on his channel. He might say, I'll bring you on, but why would he bring me on? I ain't got no following to up his audience, his business. That's what I'm saying. You got to look at things. I don't provide anything. And plus, why would he promote me? You know what I mean? Think about it. I might fuck his channel up for something I say. I might bring him down because he knows I'm censored. He'll never bring me on his channel. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you look at this shit. But I'm not even coming from that perspective anymore. I'm coming for this is where we're at. People are going to see this as going forward, how bad this shit is, about what they're doing spiritually here, And I'm just trying to say, hey, truthers, wake the fuck up, because you're not doing anything different than they're doing. You're actually perpetuating the way we're headed.
The cycle. So what should we do?
Is figure out a way to network, to get messages
out.
That's
let me tell you, dude, I met you through networking. And well before this, literally in the year motherfucking 2008, bro, I went, and since then I've been trying to network with truthers, auditors, people all over. And like you just said,
the auditors.
This is what happens. This is what happens every time.
Let's keep it real. The auditors are not awake. Actually, the auditors are doing the job of what this entities want being done, is to create this divide between the let me finish. Between the police and the people. Why? Because that's their defense. If we ever break the police down to come to our side, shit is going to go bad real quick for them. So they got to keep this division up. They got to keep dividing, to keep this That's why they promote auditors. You know, see what I'm saying? They don't promote other shit. Why do they promote them? Because that's what they want. Think about it. I mean, it's plain and obvious. You know what I'm saying? And the auditors aren't awake. I mean, who's really awake? They're not awake. I mean, they're still, a lot of them are into politics. A lot of them, they're into, and a lot of the auditors do dumb shit. I mean, it's not really productive. It's stupid. It's like you antagonizing the police for what? This isn't what, I understand the law very well. Them motherfuckers, that shit is stupid. That shit is so dumb when you actually look down. This ain't got shit to do with rights. This is gonna get you fucked up, you killed, you land in jail or some shit, where they really violate your rights, and then they got a check to pay you off later. They don't give a fuck. They're gonna make their statement. They're gonna do what they do. Teaching motherfucker about how the law works is the real deal, is the real auditing. You know what I'm saying? This shit they're doing is dumb. Flipping them off. Fuck you, you fucking pig. And like to get them to pull them.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's
Well,
stupid.
you know what?
That's dumb.
I do somewhat agree with you on that for sure. I
Because you
mean,
got a right, yeah, just because
but
you
the
got
thing is,
free speech, let's just check it out. You got a right to for free speech. Where the fuck is your man morals and principles? This another man. That's his job. I get it. The police ain't the fucking problem. Yeah, they got a problem, but they follow orders from up top. Stick that energy into the motherfuckers giving them the laws to do and protect
see,
bullshit.
so yeah, I disagree with that because if you just take a look at that from the other side, if police just actually knew their job and actually did their job and just didn't follow the orders, then politicians would just be losers with bad ideas. Police, the politicians can't function without the police following their corrupt,
Right.
illegal orders.
But
So
check
it's a
this out.
symbiotic relationship. And yeah, definitely, it is. The auditing
Wait,
is
wait,
a little bit divisive for sure.
but check
The
it out.
thing with
Oh, wait, check it out. Like what you said, the cops take the job, right? And they're told orders from the top down. So you got to understand that's where the energy should be directed because these motherfuckers shouldn't. Law, I respect law. You know what I don't respect? The fucking code, statutes, rules, and regulations, all the stupid bullshit that don't even pertain to law, that's actually there to extract and extort money from your ass and keep you in the cycle of bullshit. That's what I'm against. Like that's the shit I'm against. And the cops, the piece of shit cops that overdo their job, that fuck people up, and corruption. I get all that, but I'm talking about all these motherfuckers direct all this energy. It's wasted to some cops that, I mean, where's it going? It ain't
Well, I'll
going
tell
nowhere.
you what. People do give, and you're making some valid points, and
No,
people
people, I get it.
do.
But listen, you don't even got to say where you're going with it. I already know there are people that are educating out there. I get that. That's good.
Yeah,
There are people that do good
bro,
audit. I get that.
bro. If it
But
wasn't, let me just say one thing. And I'll let you keep this moving, bro. I can't tell you how many people learn their rights off of First Amendment audits. They would have
right,
never learned their rights. So that
right,
is a good thing. That is a good
right.
thing.
That is a good thing. But you know how you can learn your rights? Learning and understanding the law for real. Therefore, you don't
Yeah,
gotta
but guess what? That's the whole point. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Is like this is like about being pragmatic. Yeah, of course. I could sit up here. I could do a video right now. I could have been done this. You don't think I could get a video with all the people I've ever interviewed about the law with you, with Rise of the Moors, and a couple lawyers, and we could have a fucking great podcast? Great. There'll be 277 people that watch that. But
right.
if I go out and whip my camera out on a few things, on a few cops, and maybe make fun of them a little bit, but also say blah, 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 drop some knowledge in there, well, guess what? 5,000 people gonna watch that within the hour. So yeah, I get it. Trust me, I get it. But we gotta, and you're right though. Most auditors aren't slipping extra shit in. But hey, we gotta take what we can get. And yes, it is driving division. What they want to do, as you're well aware, is what they want to do is, yes, they want to abolish the police just like I do. But what they want to do is then bring in robotic police. Well, I just want to keep them motherfuckers abolished. You know what I'm
So
saying?
they
So
they
yeah,
want, they want to bring in more police. They want to bring in a surveillance. We know what they want to usher in. But this is all. Did you see what I'm saying? This is all contributing to that goal. That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
Like people
yeah.
realize that they're caught in this spell and they're contributing to the demise. That's why we need to reawaken out of this bullshit because it's not productive. It isn't, and people need to see this shit because that's
And
where
I'll
it's
tell
going.
you what. Honestly, I'm glad you're bringing this up because what you're saying is really important. You know me, I always like to give the devil's advocate. I always like to stick up for the other side. And I don't actually necessarily disagree with at least some of
Right.
the
You know.
points
Yeah.
that you're making. I just like to bring up both sides and say, hey, yeah, well, look at this too. But I do totally agree with the point of this talk, which is, yeah, and it's tough for me. And I usually look to people like you for guidance. It's like, all right, yeah, you're right. We should be on some other shit right now. And to me, it's just like I've been doing this so long. It's like, all right, what do? I either go out there and network, go out there and protest, have a rally. Maybe I'll do a video. Like there's, we did park cleanups, we did the homeless drives and shit like that. But it's like at the end of the day, like what the fuck else we gonna do? Like it because we need part of it is I think the problem is, yeah, we need to do something, but as you alluded to, there's two problems that's stopping us. One is we don't have enough people, or the people that do just don't have the balls. And two, like you said, like the point you were making, it's really tough to network with people because all the auditors and a lot of the truthers are like type A personalities, and it's tough for them. Like me, I don't care, bro. Like as long as you're not crazy and calling for violence, I'll rock
That's what
with
I'm
you.
saying. That's what I'm saying is people gotta overcome fear. People gotta overcome and detach and remove their attachments and understand that it is people are stuck. You gotta remember, we've been molded into the situation we are now, individualism. People are molded into, okay, this is how I gotta be. I gotta be over here alone. Fuck people, fuck those. They're not like me. It ain't nothing but the same fucking liberal ass energy. It's the same shit. People are caught up in this shit in truth and in all this other shit because they put themselves in a box and fuck what you believe. What I believe is stronger, and it fucks up. This fucks up the network, man. It
Yeah,
fucks.
and that's the thing is like, and this is what I've always said for a long time is like, and this doesn't even have
You
to be
got
done
That's
with.
the thing. You got to work with some people sometimes that you don't like because y'all on the same shit just to get the job done. I mean, this works
That's
in
how it is,
business.
bro.
This is how
That's
business
how it is.
operates. This is how shit is supposed to be done. This is how the republic was formed. It was formed with groups. They came together. They all after beating each other and congregating and getting up. They got it. Okay. After that group started, they spin off and another group started.
Hey,
And
yeah,
this is
right. The
how the
Matrix.
republic. Hold on, wait. This is how the republic is formed. This is how tribal ranking is formed. Tribes are formed this way. This is how it works. You come together in a group, not a crowd, because a crowd has one leader and there's no direction. Groups are all together. Ain't no fucking leaders. Think about when we got together, all of us with Zach. It wasn't no leader. Zach brought us together, but he wasn't out there. I'm the leader. We're doing this. Remember that? He just
Yep.
did whatever the fuck. It was other people leading that we ain't ever even seen in the comment section before. And this is the thing. It's like, how beautiful is that shit? Everybody thinks Zach was a leader and he was doing, he was just there like all of us. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. People are embedded in a dichotomy of their own mind of some other shit and perceiving things the other way when actuality is come together. Just like when I went to the convoy, it wasn't no leaders at the motherfucker. It was everybody individually, but together on a common ground. Shit was beautiful. It was speakers, right, that came and talked. There were people that were like, okay, this is the agenda for today. Anybody got any other ideas? It wasn't no leaders. You see what I'm saying? And this is the thing. They push crowd think. Oh, one leader. There's one person in front. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, or this person or this person. No, man, that's what they want you to believe. That's because they know that
Exactly.
fucked up and that gets infiltrated. See, groups are
And all you have
different,
to do is bring down one person. Yep.
right? Groups are different. You can't fuck with groups like that. And what are they doing to us? LGBTQ, LMNOP, BLM, women's rights. They got groups and they're fucking winning. But they all think about all the groups and shit they got. They
Good
all got
point.
climate
That's a good point.
change. They all have the same fucking agenda. This is the energy they're using on us. This is why we gotta come into this energy and be like, you know what? I don't give a fuck that you don't like me for that. Let's come together for this. You know what? You're right. But how hard is that? We're asleep. We're knocked the fuck out in a coma. They got us by the balls. They got us where they want us, man. That's what I'm trying to say. This is the whole thing, the whole point that I'm coming to in what I be putting out, even on this stream and the streams before, is this is the problem right here. And we got to awaken out of that shit. Some way, some form, we got to figure this shit out and awaken this shit out of the shit. You know, will it ever happen? Probably not. That's why I'm living in plan B and I got plan A, because I know, you know what? There ain't nobody going to do shit. I'm about to be over there and that's it. I'll be like, I'm out the way. You know what I'm saying? Because I see what the fuck's coming. The building's burning. My room ain't on fire yet, but the whole other side of the building, that bitch on fire, and they can't put it out. It's too big. So that's where I'm at with it. But that's my thing. We gotta realize and come together. People think
All
rubber.
right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what people are
I
thinking. Like I'm
Yeah, I
talking.
agree with you now. I agree with you now. So I see where you're going with the bigger picture of this, right? So like I definitely see where you're going with this now.
Hold on,
And I'm a little
just
dense.
look
So
at.
thanks for your patience.
I just looked at the chat. Hold
What's that?
on. No, I was just looking at the chat. Go ahead.
Yes.
I'm not looking at the chat.
Oh no. Yeah. Good. Good.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hello?
No,
You there?
I'm just yeah. Can you hear me?
Go ahead. Go ahead. What you were saying. You there? Will, I think you might have cut out. Can y'all hear me still? Hold on. Let me text Will. I can't hear you.
How about now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Can you hear me now? All right,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you on that. Yeah. Yeah, I do agree. I do stick by everything I said about Brian. But yeah, would it be nice if people with larger reaches did that? Is it dangerous for them to do that? Yes, but is it dangerous for them to not do that? Because it will be worse if they don't do anything. Probably
Well,
yes.
wait, what would be
But yeah, I think that,
wait, what would be dangerous about doing that?
well, is the thing is, like me, I'll just be honest with you. You guys can call me a sellout. I mean, I'll still do it,
I mean,
but it wouldn't be like on the top.
wait, Will. You know one thing about me. My relationship with whoever I'm relationship with, it doesn't affect. I'm not one of them person. I'm not gonna like Will because you say this or you say that or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? I don't. You know, Will. You know me.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I don't have anything negative to speak about Brian besides like, yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, would it be cool if you would like try to help us network? I don't know how you even go about doing it, but you are right. It is a difficult thing, but it does need to be done because people are fucking us up right now. They're meeting, and I've made this point a lot. I'm like, these motherfuckers meet at the Bilderberg group every
I
fucking
mean,
year, plan out exactly how your life is.
wait. Fuck the Bilderberg group. These motherfuckers are doing this shit in their own communities. Like it's happening every fucking where. Their agendas is happening everywhere in our communities. Like this shit is so far ahead. That's why I'm like, yo, people need to get the fuck off the internet and get out in their communities. Because this shit is going on between the drugs, the crime, the LGBT agendas and all this shit, the gun control, everything that they're doing, trying to, they are out here, man. These motherfuckers are having meetings, town hall meetings. They're inside talking about fucking trans genocide. We need rights. They're giving rights to these people, right? And we don't even fucking have rights. That isn't even triggering no one. That's how you know somebody is, we are under a fucking spell. Cause I'll be like, yo, these motherfuckers can do whatever the fuck they want. But wait, we got all these regulations, rules, and we don't got no rights. Black folks don't even have these rights. And they can't even see this Rainbow Club getting all these rights. It's fucking mind blowing to me how they can't see this shit. It really is like fucking, it really is. I can't even understand it. And this is why you look at a local level in your own areas, right? In our own areas, how bad it actually is. You can see the agenda all around you. Like Rochester is being fucking destroyed. It's not even warm yet. I'm gonna be documenting and showing you all the energy they rushed in and ushered in. It's gonna be all around us. People are gonna be getting fucking murdered, shot, robbed, raped, all kinds of wicked, crazy shit's gonna be going on. That is because of what is happening with these energies coming in here. You gotta remember, think about it. Why all of a sudden is this happening right now? It's just, oh, it's like the Bible said, oh, it's the end times. No, man. The Bible is sorcery and magic. They have ushered this energy in here, and it's fucking go time for these people, man. This is their war. You see all these fucking liberals perpetuating all this shit. When they do their agenda, they snap their fingers. These motherfuckers are out in droves everywhere. Those are their soldiers, man. They're spiritual soldiers that were, and I talked about this before 2020, we're supposed to be in line with us, networking together, saying this is wrong. Look what y'all guys are doing. This is all wrong. No, they hijacked, and they are still hijacking people to go to that side, and just is what it is, man. And this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like, as far as trying to show people, like, look, it's right in front of you. All this truth and stupid shit online, this shit is happening right in front of you. I've been the same way since I came on this platform in 2000 and fucking I don't even remember, man. Years, 8, 7, I don't even know. With the same thing, I was like, I woke up, I'm like, oh shit, man, there's some other like-minded people, man. We need to network together so we can do something, change. Still to this day, beating the same fucking drum. Ain't that shit crazy? That says something. You know what I mean? How we been awake all these years? Yeah, people woke up, but did they really wake up? Think about this shit. What have we woke up to? Everything's still the same. It's actually worse. And this is where I'm coming at. Like, we're under a spell. We can't even see the shit. It's like the sheep that we call sheep that don't know what the fuck going on. Well, we can't see the obvious that's right in front of us right now. While we look outside and they're doing it. I've been to these protests. I've stood in front of these people. I've talked to them. They're under a deep fucking spell. But guess what? You can feel their fucking energy, and they come together for these people to get that agenda done for those people. It's crazy, man. It truly is crazy. And that's where I'm coming from, is trying to make people understand the spiritual side of what's happening. That maybe you're actually asleep and you're cut off and you're in a whole nother level of sleepiness and don't even know it. Maybe stop, take a break, and reevaluate the situation and look at, what am I really fucking perpetuating? What am I really doing? You know what I mean? That's why I go back to Brian. What is he really doing? You know what I mean? But when I look at the other side, yeah, new people are waking up. They like high impact. Oh yeah, high impact. Yeah, I like it. Puts out great guy. This and that, because he's got that persona. But when me, understanding what I know, understand that, hey, Brian, I done told him this shit before, and the way I see some things being moved, I'm like, okay, I mean, I don't know him. Like I said, I don't know him. I don't know who knows him, if anybody knows him other than the internet. But all I know is, hey, is this guy really real? Is he really real? I mean, it's just that's where I come at it from, And I understand all the other shit, I get it. But just, that's just what where I come at it. Oh, Will, I must have lost Will. Wait, are we still live? Oh shit. There's Zach. I didn't even see Zach there. Zach, I didn't even see you there. Sorry, I wasn't reading the comments. I was looking off the hill over here.
It's okay, man. I know it's harder to see on a cell phone. Yeah, I've been in the thing for about 30 minutes. It's okay.
Oh, shit, my bad.
Yeah, I just, I was hoping I'd get on here while Will's on here. But
Will, back,
yeah, again, just go back to the George Floyd thing and the after George Floyd riots. Brian was having a field day pointing out how all the footage of the protesters was black. I mean, you could see that the guy's a racist. He kept going, look at everybody's skin color in the footage. He kept doing that. You were in the beginning, you're talking about how does Brian fuel exactly what the media does. First of all, he's using the George Floyd story like it's real. He's using that to sell T-shirts. And then he's also using the aftermath of the riots to make a point about, look at how all the protesters are black. And again, I mean, that's what his channel's about. It's about using what's in the media, the sorcery and propaganda they put out for his own little political narrative, and essentially to sell merchandise. Again, it makes me sick that Will would even try to defend Brian. Brian fled Oklahoma last year, where he could have helped bring out his following, and we could have had an even bigger impact than we did in Oklahoma City. But we know what he did. He fled to Las Vegas and filmed the outside of the Trump Tower. And then it was obvious he was paying attention. So for 4 months leading up to that, I kept asking him, hey, Brian, can you promote this event in your own backyard? Never said anything. But then the day that I show up there and get pushed around by the guards at the security place, he's got a video up in 30 minutes? So that shows that he was watching and paying attention. but never promoted the event once, didn't show up himself, but then tried to, and again, the reason he even made that video is because he thought he could make me look a little bit bad. But yeah, Brian's a goon. And, you know, just the fact, well, Brian and Will are now both doing the same thing. They're both downplaying the relevance of gematria, which really, again, it's not arrogant to say, but there's not really anything else that's being put out on YouTube that's exposing the way the cabal operates every day and allows you to see with laser vision through their propaganda. Brian's putting it down and saying, "Oh, I don't know if it's credible. I don't know. It seems like it all be a coincidence."
I mean,
Will's now doing the same thing.
I mean,
and again, you know, like I don't know how you know Will. I know you brought him out to Oklahoma City last year, but he seems like a bad operator. And another thing I'm going is like, why are people even doing interviews with Will? He has no channel. There's like 10 people watching his live stream. How is he getting these people to come on here?
Well,
so.
You know, oh, hold on, wait, Zach. I know Will on a personal standpoint. Will is a good guy. Will's a good dude. He's my
I could
brother.
never say he's a good guy. You can call him a good guy. I'm not going to say he's a good guy. So there's nothing about Will that says good guy to me. You know, if I buy somebody lunch and they don't even say thank you, I think probably not that good of a guy. So
people got differences with each other. Like I said, me and Will, you know, we got our thing. And like I said, like this is another thing that I say is people gotta. I don't have to, like I tell people all the time, and people need to get this. I mean, this is a trait that everybody should have. No attachments and being able to separate. All right, being able to group and separate. That's what your cells do every fucking day. That's what our lungs do. They go in. That you inhale, you exhale. Your eyes blink. Your heart beats. Everything is a outward, inward. So people need to learn how to do this shit. Like there will be a lot less. Damn, that's a big ass great name. There will be a lot less fucking bullshit and turmoil if people could separate themselves and like, you know, if you don't like somebody, everybody that likes you don't like that person. I'm not like that. I don't have that problem. You know what I'm saying? I know how to, you know, rock out with this person. And
I hear all that. It's just, you know, like Will, to me, Will's a punk. You know, I've been nothing but nice to him, helped him out, promoted this channel, helped him get him more subs. And then he just, you know, he's butthurt because I always say, Will, why do you got to start every video by saying, you know, nonviolence? Like, why do you need to promote that message? That's the message of the authorities. That's exactly what they want. It's just like the Bible, you know, give Caesar what's his, turn the other cheek. That's exactly what they want in society. A society that will never fight back. And, you know, Will promotes that.
But we've talked about the nonviolence thing, and like me, there's a difference between defense and violence, right? Violence is you go out and perpetuate violence. That shit lands you in federal prison and in big trouble. You know what I'm saying? So it's the whole violence thing. I get where he's coming from that because that's where I come from. I'm not perpetuating no violence. What I am going to perpetuate is defense. If I'm somewhere or something's going on and something comes at me where I'm in a danger, you best believe I'm using every defense mechanism I got to fuck that situation up. And that's how it should be. Perpetuating violence, that's a whole different ball game, you know, because if you have a mindset of I'm about to go do violence, that ain't good. That's not going to work out too well. So that's where he comes from with that, because
I don't know how you know where he comes from. He's just regurgitating the same thing that all these propped up leaders have given us over the years. And again, it's a phrase that in most people's minds means all they can do to fight back is go out and stand outside with a sign, and that's the extent of it.
But Zach, think about it. Okay, say you're going to go somewhere and you say, we're going here to do violence. You think you're going to make it? You're not going to make it there.
No, but the point is, no, we're doing separate arguments here. I'm just saying there's no point to start like your video each time making that point.
Oh.
I mean, like, what are we doing? Just regurgitating the mainstream propaganda?
Right. I mean, so. I get it. But at the end of the day,
at this point, there's a major offensive on us. So at this point, again, violence would be the defense to overthrow the evil tyranny that's exploiting humanity. So anyway, I mean, just the point is, you know, Will gets on here and defends a very obvious bad operator in the community who's Brian. Brian has no intent to do anything. Brian's here to gatekeep, promote nonsense, bring nothing new to the table, and then put down the actual stuff that is helpful. That's what Brian does. And Brian's a small human being too. I mean, he had to literally rip off my video and couldn't give any credit and said it was like the most mind-blowing thing ever, but then pretended like it was his own research. That's the thing. That's the kind of person Brian is. Scumbag.
That's the thing.
And
that's the thing that I say about Brian that I see too. This guy, I mean, you know, hey, he'll put out some information, but also it's a side to him that is not genuine, that is definitely in it for profit, that is definitely in it for views, likes, and clicks. That's not genuine. That's not real. That is some other shit, because me and Will both know why and how he started his here's the deal channel. I'll let Will tell that story if he wants to tell it, because I don't spread that information, but I know exactly how Brian started his channel and why he got into it. That shit'll blow your fucking mind, and it'll actually fit into what you're saying about Brian, Zach. So, hey, that ain't my business to tell it, and that's it. So, by knowing that information,
well, I don't even know why I hold yourself. I don't even know why I say that much. I mean, you might as well just not even say it all if you're not going to tell the story. Why not tell the story? The guy's a scumbag. The guy slanders people. I mean, the guy's a total loser. The guy will go on his other platform, whatever it is, D Live, whatever, and talk about me for an hour and a half. Why not bring me on and let's have the debate and conversation? I mean, the guy is a total bad operator. And again, if he's the kind of other people who, if he's the kind of guy who will slander and discredit people with false accusations as he does, I mean, why not do the same thing back to him? So, and you're saying that you got real information. I think put it out there.
Yeah, it's just because I don't do that. It's just not something that's in me, because that for me is a negative.
Well, that doesn't make any sense to me. If you have real information that's honest and truthful about the person to prove further that he's a bad operator, that should be done in the name of truth.
Let me make it more sense, because where I come from in my being, that's not my thing, because it's not coming from a negative place. It's information, but I don't have to give that information out, because then the repercussions, whatever come from that, it's got to come back on me. So I understand these principles. That's why I don't need to do it. You know what I mean? I know a lot of shit about a lot of motherfuckers that fucked me over, but I'm not on here on the internet talking about them and, say, hey, this person did this to me and that to me, because, whatever lash they get from it, that shit came from me, and I don't want to put people down. I mean, at the end of the day, Brian's who he is, and I don't wish the motherfucker dead or no shit like that. So I don't wish no bad upon him. For me putting that out, it might be some bad going to him. And guess what? It's because of something I did. Every reaction that we do, there's a cause for an action to come back at us. So
okay, fair enough. That's fine. All right, here's the other thing I just want to say, just stuff that Will brought up. He's acting like Brian got censored. Yeah, Brian got censored way after the fact, and you kind of made this point. Those of us who were actually putting out information that could change the world, we all got deleted and censored about 10 million times before Brian's channel finally got touched. So YouTube allowed him to grow to over 500,000 subs in the time most of us, we couldn't even keep our channel up or out of suspension for a week for years. And it wasn't just him. It was all the bad operators in the community. It was all the shills, Richie from Boston, all these types of people. Their channels were all allowed to grow forever. And then they finally got censored about 5 years after the fact. And again, there's a reason that their channels were favored and allowed to grow, while people actually putting out information that could change things, they weren't. Yeah. So anyway, I just
Right. I mean, I like I said, I understand all that shit. I understand why Will likes him. I get it, but. I mean, he can't. What the fuck's going on over here?
Here's the kind of person Will is. I guarantee you this is the kind of person Will is. If my channel had 500,000 subs next to it, he'd be online sucking my dick instead of Brian's. That's the thing too about having a bigger sub number. Because the reality is I've done more for Will than Brian ever has, but he favors Brian because he has a bigger sub number, and we both know those are facts. And again, yeah, to me, Will. I don't know if he's still going out to DC for his birthday, but I know he asked me to come out there. He didn't ask me to come out there because he really wants to be around me. He wanted me to bring out people for his birthday. I'm not going to do that for him, because at the end of the day, Will's not doing anything to help the world change. He's going up to cops and asking them what the First Amendment is, which is just fucking retarded. Who cares if a cop knows what the First Amendment is? We all know that cops are scumbags. Everybody knows that. Cops are like the dumb bully kids from school who didn't know shit about shit, who want to have a badge and authority over people. That's why they do the job, not because they care about the Constitution. I mean, this stuff's laughable. You think you're going to change the world by getting cops to know the First, Second, and Third Amendment? This is a joke. We're going to change the world when we wake up the people who are under the oppression of the system to rise up against the system. That's what I'm doing. And now Will's joined the other side. Now he's working against it. He's like, oh, the Jesuits, stuff's stupid. You're fucking dumb, Will. That's why he sounds like a middle schooler when he talks. Peep game? Will, you got to have game to peep game. What game do you have, buddy? None. So anyway.
Well, let's all right. We got. I mean, we got it out. I mean, you guys obviously got a beef, and you know whatever the beef
It's
is.
not a beef. It's calling spades spades.
Right. But
calling
it's
spades spades.
It's
so anyway, that's why I haven't been doing this on my own channel, but I just wanted to come on here and call out Will. I was hoping you'd bring me on while Will was on, because again, the other week I was asking him a fair question. He challenged me to a debate and then runs away. He said he was going to be ready to debate in 30 minutes. It's like 6 weeks later, still no debate. So
but look at this shit here they're building in Rochester. This is what I'm talking about. This is designed for the fucking liberals and the this type of energy that I talk about every fucking day. The work, live, play. They literally built an entire fucking museum of play for fucking adults here in Rochester, New York. This shit is massively big. It's got all the fucking colors, the fucking rainbow fucking garage. And right up here is Martin Luther King Park. That used to be Manhattan Square Park. They changed it to Martin Luther King Park and Black Lives Matter fucking Boulevard. And literally they created a whole entire neighborhood for these motherfuckers, man. This shit is crazy, man. It truly is crazy. Like, this is all brand new within like a year. A whole fucking city block, man. You know? And this is what I'm talking about. These are the people that we're going to be surrounded by every fucking day. And they're going to be against people like us. Look at this shit. I mean, it's a giant fucking museum that used to be for children that they now incorporated adults with this shit. You know, this is what they think of you. You know?
Well, they're building apartment housing everywhere right now like crazy because nobody can afford a house anymore, and you can already see the Klaus Schwab quote coming into view. You'll own nothing and be happy. So.
Well, when you look at the price of these apartments, they're more than if you fucking had a mortgage on a house. So, I mean, them shits are like $2,500, $3,000 a month. And I'm like, how the fuck do these people pay for this shit?
Well, if they can't sell them, they'll end up being apartments instead of homes. They had to do that in Seattle back in 2008. They built a whole bunch of condominium type housing, and they ended up being apartments because people couldn't afford a house right then.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be you buy the apartment like a house. That's what they want. That's what they do in other countries like China. Like, their house is a fucking apartment. They got to buy the shit, you know? And they can't never own it. They just buy the space and they live in it for the lease term, and then when it's up, they got to either move out, sell it, or that's it. You know, that's crazy. But yeah.
All right, yeah, right. I'll let you finish your stream, but yeah, I just want to get on here and make those points. So.
Yeah, but as far as the whole, one more thing I want to end with, Will, is, like I said, it's a beef, or you can call it whatever you call it. We're all in the same fight, and everybody has a link to something. And
but you can't have snakes and weak leaks in your camp. So,
well, I mean, I know Will, and he ain't a snake. He got good intentions. Everybody's not going to be where we're at. Everybody's not where I'm at. Everybody's not where you're at, Zach.
Well, I can't agree with the statement. I mean, the guy's literally talking shit about the work and putting down what's going on in the world.
I don't know
it's more important to go ask cops what the First Amendment is than actually expose what's going on. And apparently, he's too dumb to see that what we're pointing out every single day is the fucking truth. So, anyway, like I said, I can't have weak people in my camp. And it's just like, you know, one of the women that's in your chat every time I got on here and she's hopping off. Again, I mean, just like another person that doesn't need to be around. Why was she even coming out? And the real reason that she fell off the camp is because she asked me specifically for money to go out to New York. And I told her that, you know, just stay home with your kids. You don't need to be there, because she doesn't do anything anyway. She doesn't hold a sign. She doesn't do anything. She just walks around. And again, it's just like, you know, I mean, that's what I mean. You don't need to have everybody there. Not everybody's going to be helpful. Some people just want to be there, but they're not really bringing anything to the table. And then the time you tell them, you know, no, stay home. Next thing you know, they're slandering you online. And all you really did was give them the right advice. Stay home with your kid. You don't need a loan of money to fly out to New York. You're not going to bring anything to the table anyway. So,
well, the way I look at it is, hey, man, at least people are willing to try. You know what I mean? Maybe it might be that one little thing that just changes their whole life. You never know. You know what I mean? But then you see shit like, you know, I mean, I see it. I don't know. Like I said, we have energy here, and it's demonic, and it is here, and it's in people we know and see every fucking day in the chats, on the online. I mean, it just is what it is. And that's the angles that I've been coming from lately, is these shits are attached to us. This is why we ain't never gonna fucking come together. It's this shit right here. We got these shits attached, and we cut our own fucking heads off, and you know, it is what it is. That's why, you know, I live in plan B, but plan A is shit. It's almost fruition. All I got to do is find out what's going on with my 2 kids, and I'm making moves. I'm still gonna be here, but I'll have plan A official, because I can't deal with this shit. I see where it's going.
You've been saying that for over a year now. I don't know what you're waiting for, but
well,
anyway.
I got kids that I'm going to court for. So
Okay, I get that.
yeah.
All right.
So,
All right, man. Well, I'll let you finish your stream later. Yeah, right.
all right. So yeah, guys. So you know, I'm like I said, man. I mean, everything's on full display. So what I talk about, I mean, it just is what it is, man. You know. I mean, this is what's going on. They're building fucking the same people I talk about every day. They're building a fucking entire city block for them. I mean, come on, man. That's something, knowing that these motherfuckers are gonna be far in between and controlled, and they know it. You know, if you look at everything going forward, look at the schools. When's that gonna stop? Like, look at the school. Like tonight, I'm gonna be at a fucking school board meeting on. I got all the photos. I didn't even upload the video because I'm like, you know what? I don't want to get they might take it down for somebody watches my shit. They might take it down for a sexually explicit content, you know, when it's allowed in the libraries at school and kids and shit. You know, it'll blow your fucking mind what they're teaching these kids in school. All right? It ain't stopping. You ain't stopping that. That's why they're trying to get all these rights for these people. Therefore, now it's the rights. You don't like it? Well, guess what? We got alternative schools. You know, you can go to alternative school. You can homeschool, you know. So it's fucking crazy, man. You know, it's crazy. But yeah, I don't know what happened to Will. I mean, maybe his phone died or something. But you know, like I said, I fuck with Zach, fuck with Will. Ain't nothing gonna change. That's their shit. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You know, that's the way they view each other. Like I said, those are views and opinions. They can be true or not true. They can be true to them or not true to them, but that's their beef. I don't get into it. I don't get involved in it. I know what happened when we came together. You know, it just is what it is. Just human emotion just takes over and sets in. You know, it was nothing but good. How it went bad after that, I don't know. I didn't see the videos where he talked about bad about gematria and shit like that. Cause I'd be like, yo, I would have asked him, like, what happened with the gematria? I mean, it is what it is. I mean, they use it around us every fucking day, all day long. I mean, our money has gematria on the money. I mean, it's not even questionable. I mean, I'm starting to wonder if A, B, C, D, and the letter E we got in school was some type of form of gematria, you know, like for our grades, you know. I'm wondering if that has some gematria to it. I mean, our license plates, you know, do that have something to do with gematria? I know for a fact in law, they use gematria in case file numbers. I mean, it's not even debatable. So they use this shit on us all day, every day, all around us, you know? So you can't dismiss gematria. I mean, it just is what it is. And putting these stories together, we could link, you know, when people link these stories together without gematria, when you use gematria, it's like, fuck, they linked it with gematria, you know? So it has to, it's facts. I mean, it just is what it is, you know? I told you I'm not good with numbers. Like, I can't. It takes a special individual to be able to portray the message of gematria. And I mean, Zach does it. Jack is the best. I don't watch anybody else really, but he does it the best, and he delivers it so people can understand it. I mean, that's a gift in itself, especially teaching gematria. And that's what people don't. I can't even. Other people that do gematria, I can't even tune in. It's like boring. I don't understand it. It's like, you know, it's just people just throwing in numbers. I mean, there is people that do it, but I ain't got enough time and day to watch everything. You know what I mean? But like I said, I mean, you got to be able to deliver. I can't deliver it like that, so I'm not gonna put it out there. You know, I don't know how to deliver it. He's been doing this shit for years. It's a profession for him. You know, I can't sit here and show you guys gematria. It's just not what I can do. You know, that's why they do it over there, and this is what we need. That's why we need to be together. Like, okay, you do the gematria, I do what I do, but it all links together. He doing what he does over there. It all links together, you know? That's why, the thing with Will is like, I mean, these are, we all gonna have differences. If we can't realize that, then we ain't never gonna be able to come together. That's my whole thing with it. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, there's motherfuckers that's totally no good. I mean, they're not even they're just there to disrupt. They're the ones you get rid of. Because there's levels in all of this shit. There's levels. If this was the case, I'd have been fucking gone off of here and said, fuck it, fuck everything. So, I mean, everybody is strong and weak at the same time. I got mad weaknesses, but I got some strengths. So, this is the division, man. We gotta, come over it. So, this is what it is. So, yeah, it just is what it is. On the kids, it is what it is. Shit. It is what it is. But yeah, shout out to all you guys for streaming up. Appreciate you. Shout out to everybody. And again, this is just how this is what we got to do. Got to figure this shit out. It's one way, shape, or form. Like I said, I'm still I know what the fuck's going on. There's entities here, and we perpetuating them shits and slinging them around, and they jumping from one person to the next and jumping in and out of people, and that's what they're doing, man. It just is what it is. That's what's being done. AV. We should all have the freedom. Yeah. That's right. That's the whole thing about true individual. Of course you're an individual. You're a self. Cell. I mean, these words are they go together. So you got self, cell. Each one has a different property. I mean, we don't come looking alike. Of course, we're individual. Everything says that, but together we work. But it is what it is. Warmed up to 42. Hold on, guys. I'm something on my phone. Hold on, guys. I'm sure I got a text. Damn, I missed a lot of damn texts. I didn't even know he was sitting on the stream. But anyways, shout out to you guys. Mad Cat, the Goblin King, Mexican Righteous, Sarah, Zach, Mad Cat, Sheriff, let's see. Rick James. Oh shit. 10% battery. AV. Angels. Let me see. Nope. I can't go back. I guess when I bring somebody in here, I can't go back on this StreamYard. But shout out to all you guys. What the heck y'all talking about? Zach, here's training and see you pass any level fitness test. 150 pounds, I'll come give you the beating. Oh God. Oh my God. See how hard it is? Just you know what the realest shit you could ever do? You know, one of the realest things you ever do, and I literally like the other day, right? All right. These two dudes were literally about to go blow for fucking blow. And I just went over, and all I said to them, like, yo. I was like, hold on, man. Hold on for a second. I said, you know what the realest shit you could ever do? And they both looked at me. And like, the realest shit you could ever do is say, you know what? My bad. You got it. Shake hands and be like, you know what? It's all good. And they literally just stopped, walk away. And guess what? Seen them again at the YMCA, talking to each other, laughing and shit, giggling. As I said, the most toughest thing you could ever do, is put that motherfucker that you got, that ego that everybody, thinks is some other shit, put that motherfucker in the back seat and put your real being in front and say, you know what? It's all good, man. At the end of the day, I love you. You do you. And that's it. That's the hardest shit anybody could ever do. Really the hardest shit. Me, it's easy. I do it all the time. And then it changes your whole fucking life. It lifts burdens off you. You feel better. You don't have no attachments. There's no negativity and shit. That's the most hardest shit anybody could ever do. I done did that with exes. Man, that shit. I did. Look, my oldest kid's mom. We fucking hated each other. Fucking couldn't stand each other. I'm talking. Good God Almighty. You talk about some hatred I had for her. Oh my God, for the shit that she put me through and I put her through. We both put each through. Oh my fucking God. To now have a common ground to where we could actually go out to eat together, sit there and talk about shit and reminisce on the bad and the good is an amazing fucking feeling. I wish I would have been able to do it sooner. I wish I could do that now. I would do it no problem. Like, look, I ain't got no problems. It's nothing. Everything is good. I wish I can do that shit. But that's the hardest thing anybody could ever do. Could be the most beautifulest thing that you can ever do to somebody. It's just stop and just chill and just say, you know what? It's all good. It ain't no problems, Just gotta check on good old big rig. Make sure she's all right. It's Rochester, New York. So yeah, that's the toughest thing, the most hardest thing to do, you know. So I don't know what's going on in the comment section, but you know, whatever. You know, but I just, you know, that's just me, man. Like I said, this is our problem, and then we wonder why society is headed to where it's headed. You know, I mean, it's going where it's going. I mean, we just on the fucking burning, we in the burning building, just chilling, trying to get that last breath of fresh air before we got to jump out the fucking window. You know, because the fire department ain't coming, military ain't coming to put the big ass fire out. That bitch is just gonna burn. You know, because I see the shit happen all that. Why I'm the way I am? Because I'm out in the community and I see everything we talking about coming to fruition. You know, they ain't missing a beat. You know, ain't missing a motherfucking beat. You got these fucking, yo, I seen the shit yesterday, man. You got the fucking same Rainbow Club talking about in fucking I forgot what liberal ass city that is, about going cashless. These motherfuckers were out protesting we need to go cashless because I forgot some other shit happened where this internet sensation was talking about digital currency and had something to do with a woman, and you know why it's best that, you know, what they're trying to do with I mean, literally these motherfuckers out protesting. I'm like, what in the fuck hell? They protesting for digital currency now? Oh my good God Almighty! You know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It truly is crazy. So, but all right, that's already 1 o'clock. Truly is amazing. But it's all good. It's all love. At the end of the day, everything I do is all from a place of love, man. To try to usher in a different energy so we can get off of this you know, these demons, man. This shit is winning right now. You know, it's winning. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Exactly. They want us to fight. I mean, we're doing this. Is the thing is like this is what we got to realize. We're doing exactly what they want us to do. I mean, this is the thing. Like that's what I'm saying. We got to reawaken, man, because we're doing what they want us to do: divide, fight, argue. We all rock out with each other some way, shape, or form. Everybody knows each other, but we still fight and argue. I mean, it's just unproductive, man. It truly is. It's unproductive and it's wasteful and it's wasted energy, and it actually only pisses, you know, each other off. It's crazy, man. I allow this stupid bitch on your chat. Who? Mexican, right? Let me go back. You know, I'd be discombobulated with the chat. And this is another thing. I mean, honestly, I wish I could turn the chat off. That's what I really would like to do. If anybody wants to chat, just join the fucking stream. I mean, that's how I really want to do things because I hate the chat. I don't hate the chat like as far as people. It's because the chat is a distraction. They put the chat there. They know people are going to be talking and stuff. They want distracted minds. They don't want a focused mind. Chat equals distract. All right. It really does. That's why, like a lot of times when you're streaming, Jack, motherfuckers will call in and they don't even be taught. Fuck the whole vibe of the whole show up. Just fucks everything up. You know what I mean? They'll just call in and be way off. I'm like, what in the hell? And it just like goes left, and then it's just this and that. Now it just turns it. I mean, it's just crazy. You know, I like to chat because I do like to interact, but it honestly, it would be. You know, what I'm gonna start doing. And you know what? It'll be better. Maybe there is a way I can block the chat and be on here where if you want to chat, just come inside the fucking thing and we could just talk on the platform and chat that way. Like all this, you know, it's like it's just too much, man. You know, it's just good energy in the chat usually. So, but it's like I don't even wish there was a chat because a lot of times the chat is a distraction. You know, it's a distraction. And Shaman Makai. What's good, Shaman Makai? I'm on a stream.
What's going on, man?
I'm on a stream. Say what's up to the people.
What's up, people? I thought you were streaming like 5 a.m., like 6 in the a.m. You don't stop, boy.
No, I wasn't streaming to that. It was streaming into me. You know what I'm...
yeah. Okay, I get it. I like, you want a video this, man?
No.
Well, go ahead, brother. Hit me when you're done feeding the people. Go feed the people. Hit me back when you're done, brother.
All right, peace. And I needed that. He called it good timing. My brother got great energy. And, you know, but back to the whole, it'd be better if people just join in and then talk and chat and get it out. You know what I mean? It's better. You know, sometimes the chat is, you know, but that's what it's designed for. I've known that for a long time. The chat is designed to distract and for trolls to come in or for stuff to be off topic, conversation to be going on. So people are just confused and they don't get the message from the messenger, you know? That's really what it's designed for. I mean, they make you think like, oh, it's designed for that. That's why Instagram, the bitch go right across the fucking screen. Facebook lives, they go right across the damn screen so you can't miss the shit. At least on YouTube, the shit's on the bottom of the fucking screen. Or if you're on a computer, the side of the screen, you know, at least it's like that. But all this other shit, Instagram, Facebook lives, TikTok, the shit be going right in the stream. They deliberately do that shit on purpose, you know? They really do that shit on purpose, man, you know? So that's a good thing. But shout out to Shama Makai. We are going to do the after night talk, you know, about energy with the male and the motherfucking female. It don't matter what you do. It's all good. But we just going to give you the really real on what it is. And you can't deny that. You know, you can't deny that at all. You can't deny that. There is no denying that. That's just how it works in this reality we live in. Man, woman, ding dong, hole. They go in each other to create energy. And then they build from there. Because when it goes in the hole, creates that energy, what comes out? A new life. Well, guess what? There's a lot more manifestation that comes through that Milky Way, right? There's a whole lot that comes from the vagina, right? Which has to do with the Virgin Mary, which has to do with marriage, virgins, all right? That has a lot of power. And if you understand energies and power, that part of a woman is the higher spiritual realms of the man. And when they're together, all right, and vice versa, same thing for the woman. It's the same thing. When two are together, they can manifest great things, and they know that. Why do you think? Just look the fuck outside and see if that makes sense. They want everybody apart. There's shows on Netflix right now. People keep telling me about Oh my God, did you see this, Sean? And I'm like, what are they talking about? This cheating stuff? Oh my God. Now everybody's looking at each other like, is my husband cheating? Is my girlfriend cheating? Yep. Right in the time where all this LGBTQ, elemental PQRSTUV going on, what in the fuck you think they're doing, man? You are powerful than a motherfucker together, male and female. You create. They want to destroy creation. They want to destroy the energy. They know you create. You could put them back in the motherfucking box. You know, they know this shit. You know, they know this. They understand this. You know, tilt your head sideways, close your eyes, take a picture of one eye, and tell me what it looked like. Then open the shit. Yeah, a lot of resemblance there, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, we can go deep, but we want to save that for the show and save that for how you manifest through those realms and those cosmic moments, right? Because they are only moments. You can only obtain them in a moment, right? So it gets real deep, man. It gets real deep, man. You know, sex magic is very real. It's very powerful, man. You know, this shit goes back to the dawn of time, and it's all depicted everywhere. People think, oh, look at the perversions. They're gonna, you know, the Cabal Club, QAnon Club thinks all those old artifacts are all perversions. And no, bitch, they're telling you something, you stupid motherfucker. They're telling you the power you truly have. All the ancient artifacts in Africa, Syria, Greece, Egypt, India, China, that depict this shit. That's all hidden in the magical occult book that everybody follows, the Bible. It's all hidden in there. Hidden from there, I mean. Totally hidden out there. They don't even talk about sex in the fucking Bible. Oh, it's bad. You know, it's this, it's that. Why don't they talk about it? Maybe they want to keep you from it because they know your true power. You know, it is what it is, man. The shit is powerful, man. You know? So fucking powerful. And that's why starting a fire with a cooch or pole dinging a fudge hole, it ain't gonna fucking work. There's no cosmic connection there. The belief that you're feeling some type of connection is there, but there is no true cosmic connection there. It's impossible, especially when you know the ding dong has its own acupuncture, the vagina has its own acupuncture, and inside has more acupunctures, right? And vice versa. And these organs together, they're called organs for a reason, right? They call together and they course, right? Which creates friction, which creates energy in exchange. And that's the closest you could ever be with somebody, is it with a man and a woman, because you can't get that close with a woman, man. That's a straight fact. You cannot get that close. You cannot be that close, all right, at all. It just don't happen. You can't do it. It's impossible. You can't feel the other one. No way, shape, or form. It don't work. That's a straight fact, you know? So, you know, these things ain't in there. You know, these deep level of understanding what the fuck's going on in these things. It's not in there. You know? It's it's super, super duper powerful. You know, so we're gonna save that for, you know, an after at night talk. You know what I'm saying? One day soon, because maybe people can start figuring this shit out. And you know what? Get this energy flowing back in here, because I don't give a fuck what anybody say. We are losing, because these people are crowding up right together against us. While we just sit here in our individualism and our higher self and our selfish ways and our self-centered shit, and you know, I'm this and I'm that and I'm this and I'm that, attaching ourselves to something that we truly ain't even. We're really not even that. You know, we're supposed to get information, get knowledge, and put it out. That's it. Ain't supposed to be attached to the shit. That's how information and knowledge works. Even when it comes to you, it comes to you like that. It just comes to you. You don't know how the fuck you got it or how you received it, but you got it. You get it. You understand it, and you know you hold it to give it. You know. So it is what it is, man. But anyways, I'm about to get up off here. Perfect timing at 300 minutes. And yeah, man. So You know, I'm still gonna keep slinging the sword. You know, like I said, you know, I'm doing a lot of damage over there on Facebook as far as cutting and chopping off these spiritual people, and a lot of people are getting it. They're understanding, man. They're hitting me up, inboxing me, you know, because it is what it is. This is what's going on, you know. It really is what's going on, and people are starting to realize, like, damn, you know what? That shit makes a lot of sense, you know. So I come over here, hopefully, you know, my brothers and sisters here get it and understand it and stop perpetuating the same shit that we're against, because we're working for them. We're doing their work for them. We're doing their work for them, and we're out of the way, and that's how they want it, you know. Again, go into nature. It's like I talk to these vegans and these fucking nature people. I'm like, well, you know, and they're talking about, you know, fighting back and doing this, and we need to do that. What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? You're there is no fight in you. What are you talking about? What are you actually doing? There's no fight. You have a fight and flight response that is totally shut off. There's no all right, we good. My phone died, so I pulled my other phone out. So let me know if we're good. And remember, I ain't nobody. All right, I'm just visiting everybody in a body, trying to reach somebody. So you can awaken from the body and come outside the body. Thanks, Mr. Mimit. Once you come outside your body, you begin to you're able to look at you and everything around you and say, "Holy shit, let me get back inside and change." This shit scared the fuck out of you. You know, when you learn to come out yourself, like, "Holy shit, what am I actually doing? Damn, oh fuck, oh my god." You know, I mean, there's a lot of spiritual work, man. True spiritual work that we really need to be working on, right? Remember, I already been told you a while ago. Just like I told you I ain't no fucking American. Just like I told you I ain't no fucking vegan. I told you I ain't no fucking spiritual person, because I'm not with the shit they're talking about, because it doesn't make any fucking sense. And these motherfuckers are out here putting out the magic from the dark side and usher it in here for them to make it come at a rapid more pace so they could get their agenda done. They're moving forward because they see their energies coming in. And believe me, they can feel the shit coming in here. You know, it is what it is. So at the end of the day, man, love y'all. You know, shout out to Fake Mike Real News, my brother from another mother, Zach. You know, shout out to Zach, of course. Put you know, another brother from another mother, putting out the great work. You know, and you know, Sheriff been around for a long time. You know, whatever y'all got going on ain't got no effect on me. You know what I'm saying? I still fuck with you. I still rock out with you. You know, you can never get me off my square. Shout out to RPM Trey for his last video. I meant to download the shit and upload it on my channel, dropping major fucking jewels on that video. So shout out to RPM Trey coming with the fucking sword itself, chopping heads off and shit. You know, because we know what time it is, you know. And shout out to Zach. I mean, and he come chopping heads off too, because we understand where we're at and something's got to give, but we also got to give something. Something don't got to give. We got to give something, you know. We got to give something ourselves, you know. And that is realizing that we are different. That's another thing. We got to realize that we are different to come together. You know, we can be different. We can't be the same. That's that school fucking shit. We ain't no fish, you know. We come together like fish in a school to go get our food and get and learn shit. But we apart, you know. And that's what we should be doing. That's what we need to be understanding, you know. We can be different and believe. Like I said, I fuck with some flat earthers. I fuck with some you know, people who like Brian, you know. I fuck with auditors, you know. They don't have a clue about half the motherfucker. I fuck with people that don't fuck with Zach. I fuck with other people that don't fuck with this person. You know what I mean? You know, I still rock out with my brother Wise and shit. You know, it is what it is. I don't care. It don't bother me. You know what I mean? It just, you got to get past these, you know, these things. This is what they want us. We realize we're doing what they want, you know? I mean, Zach could come on tomorrow and say, fuck yeah, right, I can fuck himself. You know, I'm like, you know what? That's what he wants to do. He can do that. Will can say, man, fuck yeah, right. You know, da-da-da. You know, but it is what it is. You know, I say, all right, well, that's how you feel. I'm not going to be here making videos talking about you. This, I'll say, you know what? Maybe one day we come back to the table, shake hands, you know, rock out like before. You know, so like it, I mean, it is what it is. We got to realize where we at. Otherwise, you know, at the end of the day, what's the point? It's always going to be an obstacle. You know, we got to overcome it. So, you know, it is some motherfuckers I don't like, though. You know, it's motherfuckers I do not like. One of them is Bill Gates. One of them is Dr. Fauci. And a lot of them is these other motherfucking politicians and shit and people in high fucking power places. Yeah, I don't like them motherfuckers, right? You know? But guess what? I understand them. You got to understand them, motherfucker. I don't like them bitches, but I understand them. They're trying to get an agenda done. I mean, for whatever they're into, they're trying to get some shit done. I understand it. I don't like them motherfuckers, though, because they're a threat to my very existence. You know, so I don't like their ass, you know? That's what I don't like. I ain't got time to not like other people. I don't like the police. I like some police. I don't like the bad police. I don't like the terroristic police. At the end of the day, we got to realize it's a man, a human behind there. Like I was explaining in the will, some of these auditors that do this dumb shit have no morals and principles. They're gone. Man to man, how you going to want to be man to man? You tell cop, won't you be man to man? But you're not being man to man him because you just flipped the fucking cop off, told him to go fuck himself, fuck his wife, fuck everybody, fuck his family. He's a piece of shit. And he didn't even say one word to you. Well, how the fuck does that work? That's a person with no morals and no principles who can't control their fucking emotion, who is actually perpetuating, like I said, the problem. There's nothing productive there. Nobody's learning. And you look at the chat like, yeah, stand up for your rights. How the fuck is that standing up for your rights? That's ignorant, dumb, stupid shit. You know? That's dumb as fuck. Doesn't even make any sense. It's stupid on every level. It really is. It's dumb as a bitch. You know? So that's, you know, this is what we dealing with, you know? So, you know, and this is going with not being able to understand our true energies, understanding what our true purpose is, what we're here for, what is going on, you know, what is reality. I mean, this shit will go way deep. And then look at the magic and sorcery we're under. How do we get here? And where we're going? How are we getting pushed forward? How is all this stuff happening right now? Well, they're ushering this shit in. Well, who's helping them? Some of us are. It's plain, it's obvious, you know? Some of us are helping. So, you know, and there is people waking up every day, you know? I see a motherfucker, I'm like, yo, y'all, and they ain't even on YouTube platforms. They're over on other platforms, and they're doing the work, you know, they're putting it out there. You know, either way, this shit is getting around, it's going around. That's why we got to realize, you know what, you got a funny haircut, but I still fuck with you. You know, or you're a Christian. Another one, Christian. You're a Christian, but hey, I fuck with you for, you know, some of the shit you do. I'm not gonna say, you know, you don't throw the fucking baby out with the bathwater. You just toss the bathwater out. You know. So, and then it's a common ground, a common understanding. So, all right, y'all, man, I gotta get up off here. I'm about to get some gas and get on my day and shit. But much love to y'all, and you know, appreciate everybody. Everybody came, Zach and Will, come on. Hopefully, you know, one day y'all could say, you know what? You know, because I don't know if these feelings, I 100% these feelings ain't mutual. You know, somebody does. There's just a miscommunication of energy that is just It's a failure of communication, a lack of communication, a lack of understanding of why each one doesn't like the other. That has created, you know, a situation, a ripple, right? Because at one point it was all good, you know. So, you know, again, it's just, you know, it's like your kids. If they fuck up, you don't say, get the fuck out the house. Bye, bitch. You know, you come to an agreement. You say, look, man, what is up? You know, what the fuck happened? We're so used to throwing each other away. You know, again, this is a narcissistic. Remember, we're living in a narcissistic society that's built either you're with me or fuck you, I'll destroy you. That's the society we're in. Look how the government works. You know, they come out, so if you're either a terrorist or you're with us, you know, they got so bold they came out and say you're either what they came out and said Republicans are fucking terrorists. I mean, these statements are fucking people. They should raise huge red flags because we live in a narcissistic society. Men and women are both narcissistic in this society. They can't get along. It's either you're with me or I'll destroy you. I don't want to see you go any further. I don't want to see you better than me. Matter of fact, I want to see you worse than me. This is the society they created. You know, there's a difference between a narcissist and, you know, other thing. Like people that there's this whole motherfuckers don't even understand narcissists. The number one narcissistic trait is they want to destroy you when they're not with you. That means they want to take you down. They want to do everything in their power to get rid of you. That's these fucking liberals and their bullshit. This liberal energy I'm talking about. They don't want a reason. They don't want no life. They just want to, I can't talk to you. I want you. Dad, get out of here. I hope you die of COVID. I hope you get shot with an AR. I hope your kids get killed in a mass shooting. You know, these are the narcissists they bred. So this is a society we're going forward further into is more narcissism. Either you're with us or you're gonna die. You know? And think about it, this is how most Americans think, you know? Relationships, you know, you break up, one wants the fucking other one dead. They don't want to see him good. They want to take everything from him, take the fucking children, all kinds of shit. Man or woman, whichever one's the fucking narcissist, is always going to be one, and the one's going to blame the other. How the fuck the one that ain't doing shit, the narcissist? Like, what the fuck kind of sense does that make? If there's somebody in some kind of relationship or whatever, and it's done, they ain't doing shit but going on with their life, the other one's trying to destroy it. That's the narcissist. You know? It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. It really is. It's mind blowing, man. But all right, I got to get off here, man. Much love to you guys, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and love.